Yo, yo, yo. What is up, people? We're getting started here. Good thing yesterday's stream got cut off early. I would have been a day early to the party. Something crazy happened, guys. And of course, the triangle is involved. I've become an A-logger for her. I will track everything she does in order to make sure justice is served where it can be. But I'm getting set up here, so we got some big ones. Let's just see if come on, stream elements, please turn on. Of course, it's not on. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't need it. But we got some doozies today, guys. Some doozies indeed. Some stream elements bot is running. Based, thanks bot. Let's try that again. All right, perfect. Just wanted to make sure that worked. I've been working on commands for it and adding different things just to make my life easier. But holy shit, guys. Okay, so I think we just get like right into the shit, right? Get right into it. Hold on, let me put out the notice. Live for real this time. I heard Oz was dropping some tea. We've been logging it. We've been logging it. I will TLDR that. Y'all, I can't get enough of this. Alright. I got some seltzer with me. Got some seltzer. Well, what have I got? All right, so basically, let's try and like break this down, right? And I'll give you a little TLDR on who some of the parties involved are before we cover some of the stuff we had to leave early on. Hello, Nani, K-Huck. Lovely lemon ice. We got some grade A regulars here. Hello, guys. Anyway, let's talk tea. All right, we've got some incredibly interesting stuff going on. Babe, wake up! Diesel is streaming. All right, some very interesting stuff. There, I just want to make that bigger. Now, I guess we're going to be all familiar with Illuminati. If you don't know, here's a quick TLDR. Illuminati basically cultivated a really shitty workspace. She treated her workers like ass. She also abused her position of power as an individual on YouTube and being friends with other YouTubers. She constantly did this and has a categorical history of doing that throughout the course of her career on YouTube. There is moments where you can see her being a left-leaning individual publicly while being behind the scenes being an edgy individual. She is about as genuine as fool's gold. So that is basically the gist of who she is. Now, following up from that, there was a bit of a fallout. She was dropped from the podcast known as the Leftist Mafia. Basically, all of her friends who were her friends dropped her, even though she knew those people for only about 6 months. And basically, people have been mass unsubscribing for her channel, as well as people going L-dancing on her because she has nothing but bad takes. Very recently, and on our prior stream, right? On our last stream, I went over her response to the allegations, which she claimed were false allegations, and I alleged, in an opinion, my opinion was that her false allegations series of tweets, that those tweets were basically generated by ChatGPT or a lawyer or something like that, or a lawyer that's using ChatGPT, one of the three, right? Anyway, that was just my opinion. So I may or may not have made a prediction on Twitter about a week ago or so where I said, wouldn't it be funny if I got a cease and desist from Blair? Now, I didn't get a cease and desist, but there's been rumors of Blair being litigation happy, right? So from that time where she was alleged to be litigation happy to now, Wonderstruck, who is one of the people who came out against Blair, has been issued a cease and desist. So for the people in the audience who don't know what a cease and desist is, I am going to explain it in like layman's terms. I'm not a lawyer, but here's the gist. A cease and desist is basically a legal warning. It's a notice you give to someone before you're going to pursue legal action, right? So I don't just serve somebody papers. What I do is I say, stop talking about me or I'm going to serve you papers. So these are the steps before that, right? And then after, that's when you serve them papers. So this is a step before taking legal action, right? That's basically, that's basically the gist of it, right? Now, I mean, obviously we could tell from the post she made yesterday, which I will pull up for us now, that we could make inferences that possibly she was going to be taking legal action. I have a couple of opinions on this, pretty strong opinions. I don't think she will go through with legal action. I don't think she'd win. I think a lawyer would be smart enough to tell her that this is it's a slap suit. That's basically the gist of it, right? She uses a cease and desist order as a last resort. Yeah, and it's going to blow up in her face really badly. But yeah, so I've pulled it up here, right? And basically, we can get the gist that it's like, okay, I'm confident the truth will prevail and all that. And, under this challenging time, yada, 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 upholding my channel's values. But I don't think she realizes that when she says truth will prevail and she also does things like issue a cease and desist, that if she does go through with serving Wonder papers, is that discovery is going to be mighty interesting for this, right? Blair, I find how you run a business to be incredibly odd. That's just like how I feel about it. But I'd be worried if other business owners go, you run a business weird, right? I just think discovery might be a mighty interesting time for you, Blair, right? So, careful. So that is what happened there. Today, Oz Media was in Tipster's chat. Tipster is a disgraced commentary YouTuber who thinks he's not commentary, but basically he's been ostracized from the community for chatting up women on the internet. And, he doesn't discriminate. So, that's what he does. I'm sorry, Tipster. Like, let's call it what it is, right, bruh? You talk very candidly to a lot of women. It makes you look strange. Atomic, yes, this will be a VOD. Everything is on the live streams tab. All right, so let's pull up. So basically, Oz made some tweets after Wonder. If you saw, Wonder made a tweet saying he had a cease and desist issued. Right? Boom. So here we have Oz quote tweeting Wonder saying, Blair, aka Illuminati, just sent me a cease and desist for speaking out against her abuse. I will not be silenced. All right. And Oz is like, call me Nostradamus because hot damn. And yeah, I mean, I had also made a call that she possibly would. So a lot of people did because it's all part of her MO, right? The thing is, when people act a certain way over a period of time, multiple times, and they keep up that mode of operation, I mean, we can start to make pretty reasonable guesses over what they'll do next. So I think that Blair may try and pursue it. I don't want to call it. The last time Blair tried to sue someone for something similar, right? Excuse me, I had seltzer. The last time Blair tried to sue someone was actually Keemstar, right? Now, I know we all have strong opinions on Keemstar, but the lawsuit that she was trying to issue was bull. And as a result of that bull lawsuit, she basically went to a lawyer, and the lawyer was like, "You're not gonna win, right?" That's what I heard through the grapevine, right? I believe Nicholas Diorio tweeted that out. I'll pull that up for us now. I'm pretty sure that is the mode of what happened, right? But basically, that is where it's happened in the past, right? So this isn't the first time this has happened. Let's see. Out of all the names, I was not expecting that one. Now, I believe the reason she attempted to sue Keemstar was something really pedantic and stupid, right? It probably was stupid, honestly. I wish I could find the specifics of it, and I apologize for not having that right now. I'm kind of rolling off the cuff here, but yeah, it was she tried to go after Keemstar. And everybody knows, everybody who goes after Keemstar ends up like curling the monkey's paw, and then something bad happens to them. I mean, you have iDubbbz, and that monkey's paw is curled. There's plenty of people. Def Noodles. Actually, that lawsuit's still pending. That one's still in court. But Def Noodles ain't doing too hot these days, guys. All right? Keemstar's doing just fine with Happy Punch Promotions. He's a millionaire. All right? Def Noodles, not a millionaire. Can't imagine being in a beef with Keemstar and people are siding with Keem. From what I heard recently, Keem doesn't even remember her. I don't know. I don't know if he does or doesn't. But to my most recent knowledge, Keem does not remember her. But it has been nothing but total Blair death in the last 24, 48 hours, right? So we had that post that Blair put out, and then immediately after, there's a cease and desist issued to Wonder. Oz today was over in Tipster's chat, basically giving their opinion over what could possibly happen next, right? And basically, the gist is that from what we cataloged, Oz thinks, yeah. So Oz said, same with you, Nick, Tommy C, and Bo Blacks. Basically, that the cease and desist aren't going to stop here. They're probably going to continue. That is possible. I think part of the reason Blair would go after Wonder is personal. If you remember from the video, if you watched it that I put out over on the channel FPS Diesel, her beef with Wonder was very personal. And as a result of that, there were a lot of stones being thrown, right? So she could be going after Wonder just in a personal sense, right? By doing that. If she really wanted to try and stop the narrative, right, she'd be going after people like iNabber, Turkey Tom, me, anybody who's spoken out against this. And right now, as far as I know, Wonder is the only guy who has had a cease and desist issued to him, right? Expect this to continue to develop. I imagine other people are also going to get cease and desist. But I mean, it's kind of hard to say when and where and how at this current time. But basically, when somebody issues a cease and desist for YouTubers, the optics of it are going to be very bad. So what we're looking at now is Blair's last stone throw. There is no coming back from this. This is a nuclear move, right? This is by far one of the worst moves you could make. Craig is right. Blair just irradiated any goodwill she had left. Yep. Isn't like almost the entire internet talking about her? So yeah. So that's the Streisand effect by Blair continually. Here's the thing. If Blair had taken it on the chin and said nothing, she probably would be in a better position right now. I've talked about it on other drama streams before, but probably the best move for anyone to make is to say nothing. If iDubbbz didn't want to get shit for what happened with Froggy Fresh, it honestly would have blown over if he had said nothing. The same for right after that about his content cops. If he had just taken them down and not made a big deal about it, then it wouldn't have been a big drama. Blair, if she didn't want to get into this, right, after the Legal Eagle stuff, let's say, okay, first of all, let's back it up. If Blair hadn't have said anything about the Legal Eagle editing stuff, we wouldn't be here, right? But even then, if we just, like, really think about it, even if you make that move, Blair could have said nothing in response to the sad milk allegations. And because a lot of those allegations were not backed up by evidence, if they had never come forward with saying anything else because they were holding information to see if she would play her hand, if that was the case, then she wouldn't have fucked herself. She does the exposed video, right? The Illuminati exposed video comes out. If she did not put the personal information of other people in that video, would those people have been able to respond and have such a strong response? Probably not. Lady J, Sunny V2 has sailed on. Yep, exactly. Like, at the end of the day, Sunny V2 is a commentary channel. Commentary channels give their opinion, right? It was a bad take. I don't agree with Sunny V2's take. But you can survive giving a bad take because somebody is always going to agree with your take, right? That's one thing. But Blair is continually thrown stones, and now she notices the boulders are coming down at her. Well, now you can't stop it. I will say it's very coincidental that she only made her apology threat on Twitter right after losing a sponsorship. Here's another thing. I do want to make my position clear on this because we are the values that we present out into the world, and I don't want this audience to be an audience that does this. Going after sponsors or people's income is not on the table. Do not be that guy who goes on Twitter and then goes, can you drop this person? They were bad in this drama. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that. I don't want that here. I don't want to be responsible. I am not responsible for your actions, but for the love of God, do not do that. Was it you or Turkey Tom that told Wonder in a video, if she ever sends you a cease and desist, tweet about it so people can pitch in your legal funds? Well, it's time, ladies and gentlemen. I might have said that, it was probably Tom, to be honest. It's probably Tom, because I don't remember saying that. Doesn't help that Blair built her audience on leftist views, then blatantly went against them. Yeah, she also developed a lot of values that were going to... Blair developed a kind of audience that was always going to eat her alive should she do anything unethical, right? That's very based, Cat.
Blair Olden at one saving throw. Speaking on saving throws chat, did you know Mana Pot Coffee? I can't think on anything funny right now.
That's right. I sell coffee on manapotioncoffee.com. Use the code D10 for 10% off your order of coffee. It is fair trade and USDA organic. We also ship in compostable packaging. So there you go. If you haven't purchased coffee from me yet, or you'd like to get a subscription, which is cheaper, you can do that by heading over and using the code D10. That's capital D and then the number 10. Just like that. Cat's a real one. I'm so proud of this community. You're all shills for me. I appreciate it. But yeah, so Blair associated herself with these things. So as a result of that, of course, it was going to come and bite her in the ass. But I am telling you right now, do not be the person to go after sponsors, right? Do I compost it and then drink it? Yeah, you make sure it all hangs out with the worms. No, don't do that. Right? But shit, I've like lost my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, Wonder putting this out is great. I mean, on the legal route, surely Wonder can do something about Blair airing out his suicide note on a video without his permission, right? Not really. He's a public figure, and albeit a small one, but you could very easily make that argument. Is it a dick move? Yeah, but I don't really think anything can come of it. You could argue it's slander, but again, this is going to be a really hard one to prove. It's always hard to prove when we're talking about public figures. Yeah, going after sponsors is bad. Don't do it. Thank you, Kat. Okay, so I saw someone go after the HelloFresh sponsor. And here's the thing, guys. When these things happen, people mass unsub, right? And if people unsub, not because they're following any, like, trend, but rather because that's their genuine opinion, right? If you unsubscribe from Blair, me, anybody, or whatever, the ad revenue, the sponsors will leave on their own. You don't need to go out of your way to try and destroy those things, right? Attacking somebody's income directly is not cool. And listen, from what we know, Blair is like a millionaire, right? But we don't need to do that to prove our point, right? We just don't, right? We don't need to go for those low blows below the belt. So that's why I don't approve of those things. There are other ways, right? And it's not like the narrative has been in Blair's favor, right? Hold on, I got another seltzer here I want to crack open. So really, I can't imagine anybody doing anything legally and it being successful. Like, for example, and this goes both ways, right? So the suicide note that Blair shared and all that, I definitely think it's way too far to go after sponsors. I simply find it a hell of a coincidence. As soon as sponsors were being hit, she came out with a thread nearly instantly. Shows her character. Well, she was probably always planning legal action, but once the sponsors were getting hit, she probably went, okay, here's my in for an argument because now it's damaging my business, right? So who am I going to target? I'm going to target Wonder. He's probably one of the easier ones to target. His income is probably lower. He has less money to fund a legal defense, all that stuff. Do we know who told her sponsors about the situation? Yeah, I think I can pull it up. I'll pull it up right now. Just give me like a hot second. I might not be able to find it, but basically, man, I'm like trying to deeply remember which different Twitter accounts have been logging this. But basically, it was just some random Twitter weirdo. It was nobody important, right? It was a random nobody who went after the sponsor of Blair. Kristen Ark probably has it on his Twitter. Start a GoFundMe. I don't know if he should start a GoFundMe yet. He gets served, then Wonder should start a GoFundMe. 100%. All right, we've got. Did you guys see the VTuber drama? I might talk about that after this, but that was really stupid. Fuck. Did they delete the tweet? Cringe. Anyway, it was some random Twitter yuppie, just random fucko, just deleted the fucking tweet or just tweeted it out at HelloFresh. I think it's enough to stop following someone if they have a stinker take. No need to go after their revenue sources. Yeah, 100%. I agree with that. I will also say I follow tons of people that I disagree with. I think it's good for me to be exposed to opinions that are differing from my own, even if I don't like them or they're bigoted or this, that, or the other thing, right? I want to be like somebody who's aware of things, right? And is up and up on different topics and all of that. And I, of course, have takes that would probably be considered stinker. I'm very careful with my words on purpose, very deliberately. But yeah, I think it's good for people to be exposed to things they don't agree with all the time. I, as an audience to like creator discussion right now, I don't want us all to agree with me all the time. I want disagreement. I think it's better for society as a whole, and that too often people let YouTubers be the people who determine their opinions for them. Great video on Illuminati. You did great. I used to be a huge fan of her videos. Used to be great, but hearing what she did sucks. Yeah, and she's done it for years. She's done it for years. That's the incredible thing. I follow accounts I don't like to not be in an echo chamber, but also some of those accounts just make me feel better about myself. I mean, some of the people that are like really sucked into the political grift, they're so far gone. See, that's one of my hot takes, that I think Latinx is a cringe word. And honestly, sometimes people say I'm black, other times people say I'm white. I say I'm Puerto Rican because that's just how it works in the Hispanic world. You identify with nationality. But I like to be exposed to a multitude of opinions, because when I was in college, I got like one type of opinion, right? And then I left college and I got another type of opinion. But rarely, if ever, do people interact across aisles anymore. It's like it never happens anymore. It used to happen, but now it doesn't. People are very anti-discussion, or they truncate somebody's ideas to like really simple terms, right? Instead of like getting to the heart of the matter, right? They don't go in deeper with it. They like need it to be in just the size of a tweet, and they're unwilling to like have that opinion elaborated on, or vice versa, right? And so that makes it very like annoying and difficult. You might have remembered last stream, which was literally yesterday, for about that hour that I was streaming, because I got fucking hung up on shit. Right? But does Wonder have a legal fund? Not yet. He probably should, but we'll only ever heal as a nation if we get another rush hour. I agree, but I get confused because all the Mexican people I know go by Latinx. I am very surprised to hear that. But this isn't to get bogged down into politics. I don't really want to right now. I mainly just keep that shit to myself, because regardless of my take, somebody is going to threaten me on the internet. And quite personally, I like to catalog all of them and put them on a nice wall for me. So whenever I wake up in the morning, I can go, there's somebody out there who says they'd want me dead, but if they got the opportunity, they'd be too afraid to approach me in public. But that's just how it goes. Diesel, bro, ran like a dog that peed on the electric fence. I had some chud at the mall try to correct me with Filipinx when I called myself Filipino. Latinx stink with an X. I don't know. I've always just called myself by my nationality. Personally, I just like it more. That's just how it is. It makes me feel very underrepresented, but whatever. I just decide to not be involved in the discussion because nobody wants to hear me be involved in the discussion, which is probably really sad, but that's life. But enough about me feeling ostracized from society, because we're here talking about Blair, who is going to be ostracized from society. I stopped watching Illuminati when I found out I hadn't been paying attention to her videos when I was watching them. She's a second monitor creator. I'm a second monitor creator too, right? So some of you right now are watching me with 2 monitors. I bet you're playing a game right now with me on your second monitor, right? Do you got me on the second monitor right now? What game you playing? I bet you're playing. I bet some of you are playing Counter-Strike. Nah, I have an audience that likes to wear programming socks. You guys are playing Valorant or Overwatch right now, right? That's what you're doing. You're definitely you're definitely a program sock wearing audience. I hope everybody understands that meme when I say it. Yeah, I'm playing Destiny 2. Nah, bro, I'm spackling walls. But see, I'm a second monitor creator. I understand. You guys fall asleep watching my videos. I don't mind, right? I learned my position in life. All right, albeit online. Interesting. Warframe. See, this really could have been avoided for Blair if she just didn't say anything. I mean, oftentimes what I've realized as a creator, and you guys should understand that I've been doing this for, when did I start making commentary videos? I started making commentary videos at 14. And over that time, I'm 25 now. Over that time, one thing I have learned, right, is that the less you say, the better off you are, right? Where did creators fuck up? They make a statement on Twitter. They rush an emotional video. They get involved in some interpersonal beef, right? Ugh, excuse me, sorry. But all of those things happen, and they can be avoided very easily. The great thing about being a YouTuber and not a streamer, and, I'm streaming more now, right? The great thing about that is that I can watch my words, right? I can edit out my dumb takes, right? And I've gotten better and better at it. Hello, Rennie. I didn't know you were streaming. Wow. Because I didn't tweet it out, and I know you're scrolling through Twitter right now. At least with your videos, I can generally understand the narrative at any point, but with Blair, I just get completely lost. The narrative, honestly, is pretty simple. There's just a lot of characters, right? But it's like any of these dramas that blows up into like a multi-video escapade, right? Like the OTK stuff is simple in a vacuum, but it expands out really hard.
I'm late. Here's some buckaroos.
Thank you for the $2. That's very based of you. No, I did not tell the Bird app. I'm trying to tweet less, Eve. I tweet too much these days. She did. She girl bossed too close to the sun, and that was really the main thing, right? Here we go. Anyway, point that I'm going to mention again from my prior video on Illuminati is this. This is an individual who got kind of fucked over by Blair. It's Cruel World Happy Mind. For years, she didn't give a statement on this because she was being a professional. And, even in the emails here, she's being very professional, right? So I gotta give some respect where it is on Cruel World Happy Mind. Her candor and professionalism with this has been astounding for somebody who got it pretty bad from Blair. She drones on, and there's a lot of stock footage. Well, what people don't realize is that Blair doesn't do any of her own writing or anything. She basically shows up, does the VO, and leaves. And that's fine, but as a YouTuber and an artist, but also like a creative business person, I think it's important to at least, at the very least, put some creative spin into it, right? You need to be able to, I need to feel a part of you, right? Part of what makes YouTube special as a medium for expression is that people can feel you, right? I know it sounds weird, but even when you watch my really shitty short film that's on the second channel that you're watching right now, you can notice what I did and the care I put in. Now, I was the DP on that, right? I didn't do anything. Did Blair ever write or make her own content? Basically, from what I heard through my research, is that the second Blair could afford employees, she got employees. And the thing about Simon Whistler, right? How come Simon Whistler feels more genuine than Blair, right? Because he ultimately is going in and just reading a script. But with Simon, there's like acting there, right? There's no acting, right? The only time I think this formula works is JCS, but it's a different genre of video entirely. Be sure to like this stream. Bless up. That would be very based if you did that. Doesn't Simon start all his vids by saying he's reading a script? Not all the time, but it's very obvious he's reading a script. You guys might not notice, but I do all my videos on a teleprompter. I don't just remember everything. She hired employees for Illuminati the second she could afford it, right? Yeah, he interacts with the script. There's acting there. He's acting. It would be pretty difficult for me to not write my own material. Yeah, it'd be difficult for me as well. I need to have some creative input on every step. But it makes it hard to scale up the business that way. But yeah, I go on tangents a lot. I don't know if you guys are frequenters of my streams. I often go on tangents. But yeah. So this probably looks like blurry mess to all of you right now, so I apologize. But this is Cruel World's statement, but you can hear me read it in the video. Basically, she was sick at the time, so she was trying to really finish this drama up and move on.
Chat appreciates your windshield wiper brows, BTW.
Oh, thank you. My windshield wiper brows. I have a rock eyebrow thing I keep doing. I don't know why. And yes, JCS does have. It's like that interplay between the script and the actor, right? Like you need that. The funny thing about Blair is that her videos feel artificial, because not only her videos aren't mostly her voice in terms of script, but she also uses a cartoon avatar to represent herself even on LM. That's a one hell of a delayed super chat. Yeah, I don't know why the super chats are so slow when they come in. I need to figure out how to speed them up a little bit. But yeah. But Cruel World was very, very, like, she just wanted to move on. She had things to worry about. And there's some interesting stuff here that I want to point out. I don't have it on screen because it's just so fucking small. Right? Lavender. Hi, Diesel. Smiley face. Hello. Who knew that when she created corporate casket, she left just enough room for herself? All right. So let's see. It's in one of these paragraphs here. She told me her history she had with other content creators who tried to ruin her career. According to her, she had 6 other businesses apart from her channel. Told me sensitive information about her own health and past health scares. At the time, it felt like she was trying to mentor me on the call. At times, it felt like she wanted to sympathize with me. At times, it felt she made some vague, threatening statements. Parentheses, I remember her specifically telling me that she knew the general location of where I lived based off my Instagram posts, saying she would advise me to take those Instagram posts down. You know, I had been kind of like ruminating on that statement in here and just thinking about that is an insane thing for Blair to do, right? I've been able to find out, you know, just that some creators live close to me based on where they are in their videos in public, right? But to think about like the way that is framed, right? They have this call to try and shut down drama, right? To move on. But here she is saying, listen, I can tell the general location of where you are. Someone a little more disingenuous might be able to find out a little more. What is that? What does that mean, right? Again, this is Cruel World's words. She has no reason to lie. I don't see why she could be gilding the lily here. But that's crazy, right? That's really fucking weird. They lived in the same small city at the time. That's fine, but again, that's a weird statement to make because they live in the same small town, small city, whatever. Nobody else knows, right? Where they are. Obviously, as a creator, you got to be careful about your location and all that stuff. People are fucking nuts. We're live from an undisclosed location. See, and I wish I had. Obviously, Cruel World doesn't have the recording. But with a recording, that would be very incriminating against Blair. Just a reminder, Blair virtue signals so hard, she made everyone think she's a left-leaning Boulder instead of a right-wing Colorado Springs. Here's the thing, guys, that you got to learn about Blair. Blair doesn't have political affiliations. Blair's political affiliations are wherever she can make money, okay? She will move where the tides turn. In 2015, 2016, it was popular to be edgy. It was popular to go against the SJWs, to be radically against that norm, right? She played a character, Sarah Jessica Warren. She moved on from that, right? I don't really think that she would follow behind those words. One of the things that was mentioned in Wonder's video is that Blair is a gun owner, right? That's interesting as a left-leaning person, not incredibly strange. There's plenty of left-leaning people that own guns. Apparently she owns multiple guns. And she also, if she does live in Colorado, that would make sense. She was on SFTP back in the day. Yeah. That's how I found out about Sarah Jessica Warren. She was on a channel Get to the Point where she played that character with a red wig and everything. Blair's political affiliation is whatever gets her the most BMWs. I was never shocked to find out that Blair was in the Leftist Mafia podcast. I was more shocked to find out that the Lance of the Serfs was there. Blair once mentioned in her gun control video that she tried firing a gun at the gun range one time and was too scared. Oh, so that was a fucking lie, unless she just holds on to them in her house. All right. Guy, like you'd have to Blair if that is really something you said in a video, and I don't know. The BMWs and landlord thing should have disqualified her from the Surfs podcast by default. Yeah. But here's the thing: is that Lance calls his channel a cooperative. Meanwhile, he's the boss, and everybody is definitely his employee. But he doesn't call them that because he needs to sound very lefty. But they're definitely employees, okay? So it's like like these political people, they have positions, but they're really like the positions are like more for me, not for thee type things, right? They're assets, Diesel. They go up in value. Anyway, yeah, the gun thing. I've fired guns, multiple guns, right, of various calibers, sizes, and power, right? If Blair is afraid of them, that's fine, whatever. But one, she owns a bunch of them, and then two, allegedly she owns a bunch of them, and then two, like, I get the fear, but you'd have to be like a fucking idiot to hurt yourself at a gun range, okay? Like, no one's saying, hey, Blair, you mind looking down the barrel of this gun? I think it might be loaded. Like, why would she be worried about the police finding your guns, though? Sounds dodgy. From the images I've seen, hers look a lot like, what do you mean I'm not allowed inside a Walmart meme? I had a guy show off his unregistered gun and brag about it to me when I was visiting him. You know, but it's just like, Blair, like, you're going to say you're afraid of him, but like you really, 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 really have to do something catastrophically stupid to fucking shoot yourself. Oh my god. But yeah, Blair is a gun owner, and I left that out of the video because I felt like I'm laying it on too thick, and I don't really give a fuck about Blair's politics, or her lack thereof, but he was trying to empty the barrel because there was one left in the chamber, I'm guessing, right? Wanted to fire a gun when I was last in the States, didn't get to. Yeah, I keep trying to get all my European friends to come out here so I could take them shooting. They're afraid that if you walk around America, you're just going to get shot at. But there was one time I was on stream, right? This is so bad. I made a joke about a shooting because I'm funny like that. And somebody in my chat was like, yeah, that just happened to me 30 minutes ago. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I felt so bad because it had just happened. But, you know, comedy heals all wounds. Except 45 caliber ACP. The same timestamp in the video, she also talks about being in Boulder. It was me, Lamau. Oh my god. Yeah, just so you know, lovely Lemon Ice, that's a story I tell other streamers in private calls now, because they're like, wow, Diesel, you're so fucking terrible. Diesel, I made a bike falling off the training wheels course. I'm afraid to hold a gun. Oh my god. It's just a me thing. Yeah, well, Eve, the girl, you got some butterfingers, all right? I'm assuming, girl. I don't know. I don't want to assume. But it's just one of those stories that always comes up because you don't realize who you interact with when you're on stream. I don't know who you fucking people are. You could all be bots. What are you all feds? What are you all trying to make me get all fetted up so that way I'm a bad guy, huh? What's going on here? Are you real people? She'll be under $1 million if her response isn't basically effective as Slazo's. She's already made a very terrible response, so I just can't. I can't imagine her coming back from this at all. Speaking of, we have 242 concurrent viewers right now. What the fuck are you people doing? I'm a girl with butterfingers, and yet I make money drawing. Hey, that's based, you know. I have shaky hands, but I make money holding a camera, so. No, bro, I'm not the FBI. What do you mean? Ah, the CIA then. See, the thing is, it'll be hard for her to sue Click, right? Let's say she does go through with that. Blair's going to have trouble suing Click for a couple of reasons, right? Click is not American. He does not live in America. Okay, those are the reasons. International court. Expensive. International lawyers. Expensive. Sir, I'm part of the ATF. I'm collecting data on Blair. Based. Oh, my God. Hold on. Let's pull up her channel. I kind of want to see if she's put something out at the same time she's trying to issue a C&D. All right. It's been 5 days since her last video. Her videos are really hurting, right? Her views have plummeted very bad. Very, very bad. She's going to have to start letting employees go, which sucks. But, you know, like 1 million views on this. It'll probably be the last 1 million view video she ever gets. Defamation is going to be tough. Yeah, it's going to be very tough. Let's check out the everything. Oh, that's the HelloFresh ad, which she will not be working with anymore. Even Wonder is going to be hard to sue, even if she has an NDA. Abuse and mistreatment is not covered by the law, and NDAs are considered null and void when it comes to that. Yeah. That's on an earlier stream, we were discussing whether or not it would be able to, you know, if it would work, right? If the NDAs would hold up. Hello, fellow Globots. I, too, am a Globot. My sole purpose is to shill Mana Potion Coffee. And it's promo code D10. I'm the glowy in charge of programming the pigeons. That's all right. That's all right. I understand. I'm also a federal agent, actually. This has all been a big honeypot, and we've accidentally all caught ourselves from different agencies. Oh, yeah, I'm sure employees will be so sad to no longer be paid. Not even enough to cover the editing expenses, and then be forced into a BMW lease and then have the BMW stolen. Yeah, Musey, I understand she'll be hated more, but I honestly think that she'd, at this moment, be hated more than loved. You know? According to her last employees, it's not going to be let it go. It's being set free. Isn't a honeypot a saucy thing? No, a honeypot is like how you catch like neo-Nazis before they commit a crime. You know, it's like a term, you know, like you catch flies in a honeypot type thing. My theory is that Nick Fuentes is a honeypot. The leftist mafia dropped her. Yep. All right. I'll go dislike that one. Might as well add to it. So we got 8.5K dislikes plus yours truly here. Shit. He takes dodging accountability to a new level. The reality is you can put whatever you want on the internet and just claim there's going to be no consequences. Just because you said it somehow has to be true. Hold on. I want to hear her say that.
Can't just put out whatever you want on the internet and just claim there's going to be no consequences just because you said it. Somehow it has to be true. You actually have to back your shit up. So if you're gonna just, you know, I don't know, blatantly lie about bullshit on the internet, eventually the law will most likely catch up with you. Although with MLMs, it only sometimes catches up with them. So I don't know. It's kind of a coin toss. Overall, Olive Tree People is kind of just your run-of-the-mill MLM that also happens to have the ability to listen to trees for an exorbitant amount of money, which
BMW stocks plummeted as they become known as Blair mobiles. That's a rough line. Do you think she put that line in there? You think she editorialized, guys? You think she editorialized and just was like, you know, trying to report on her former friends? Let's see if there's another one. Let's check the devastation of Hard Rock Hotel.
During active construction of
Oh my God, 9K dislikes plus me disliking it. Don't let this distract you from the fact that Blair is an awful human being. The allegations don't stop just because you refuse to acknowledge them, Blair. Illuminaughtii is pumping out content as her new version of the death rattle. She's awful, but not naive. She knows how to play the game. I don't know if I'd say naive. She's not like a young, impressionable moron kind of thing. She's more like she thinks she's smarter than she is. You know what I mean? She thinks she's more intelligent. She thinks everybody's playing checkers and that she plays chess. But actually everyone's playing Othello and she's playing the game of a life. You know what I mean? Actually, that makes no fucking sense, but you know. The fact she keeps uploading video after video thinking we'll all forget about it. What kind of person is she really behind the scenes? Oh, man. What does Illuminati and Nestle have in common? Now, that is a fucking psychotic comparison. All right. They both treat their workers like crap. Hey, never mind. I guess it's not that bad of a comparison. The only difference is one mistreats people and throws away their belongings. The other is called Nestle. Ah! The thing that cracks me up is that this woman sent nudes to a pedo in her Discord, then cried when it was a pedo in Click's Discord that didn't want her attention. Excuse me? What? Everyone's playing Civ 5 and she's playing Snakes and Ladders. For real, for real. As a warning, as a 2 to sad milk. All right, Kaiser. Yeah, no, I could see that being the case. It was probably her sending a warning. And it's been 5 days since her last video since then. So, girl moving on. Won't make the allegations disappear. This is rough. This is really rough.
PETA.
Yeah, Grace, I'm sorry. You're gonna need to back up that fucking comment with some fucking facts, bro. Like, Blair is also a BBW who likes BMWs. Oh, hold on. You know, some of my big girls out there are real pretty. Do not be calling Blair a BBW. She's just a big woman, all right? A big difference. There ain't no beauty going on there. Her face of a demon. Let's see, Illuminati. Did she put anything out here? Nope. Oh, these are live streams. Nothing on there. Blair isn't big, though. I think Blair's lost weight in that time, you know, but...
PETA.
So she's probably not big anymore. In your opinion, what do you think she thinks the C&D will actually do? Well, C&Ds generally are supposed to scare people into not doing anything. Blair is not a BBW. I do not accept her. That's so based, Honora Fox. You gatekeep that community. But what would the C&D actually do? BBW's against Blair. BBW's pro diesel. Yeah, I think that pic everybody's using is old, but she doesn't have a lot of pictures, and I didn't want to use the fucking triangle thing that everybody's been using. If I do a follow-up, yeah, but like, I didn't want to. Lost weight or liposuction, I don't know. But the C&D, to stay on topic and not talk about beautiful big women, is that generally it's supposed to scare people into not saying anything, but I don't know how she doesn't understand how the drama sphere works. Remember, Blair got her start in drama, right? And she doesn't remember that people talk about legal litigation publicly. That's one of the first things people do. I mean, my friend Atozi was threatened by BitBoy Crypto, and it was legal. And the second he brought it public, BitBoy Crypto dropped it because he's like, oh shit, this guy's actually, he'll take it. He'll fight me on it. The Blair Chungus. Now this is the intellectual discussion I want to see about Blair. Blair probably lost weight running around to the BMW dealerships and repossessing BMWs all the time. Thick Fit Pro Diesel based. And so is Creepshow Art. It also burns a lot of calories when you throw away other people's YouTube play buttons. She tries to get that picture Tommy C always uses off the internet. She really hates it. Well, now it's in my fucking thumbnail. You know, if she wants to come after me, the bitch can try. Did she get legal to help fight this? Honestly, this is blown up in her face so bad, I wouldn't be surprised if he did get involved. Because now it's just like she's really... I've never seen anybody implode their career like this. Like, I really haven't. Like, the drop-off in these videos, especially
though a lot of
recent. She also... by the way, I just want to say that I made this vegan cult video about the Loving Hut about 3 years ago. So, Blair, you're late to this. All right? Fuck you, Blair. I did it first because I'm interested in cults. It's my weird obsession, all right? We all got it, you know, because we're all fucked up on the internet. But this one, oof. It's so weird to see all the channel's video get ratioed into oblivion while Blair herself is completely ignoring it. Yeah. Rule 34 artists are also retaliating quite a lot as well. That was another thing, right? So Blair in her Discord likes to be called Pyramid Mommy. I don't know if that was like self-perpetuated by her, but you know, I'm a sex positive guy. If you have like a community that's a little like horny, I mean, whatever. I mean, we talk about short stacks and goblins on this on my streams like a lot, but I hope you make more cult videos. Your cult videos are what got me into cults more, and your videos. But the problem is that I would get threatened by the cults, not legally, but they'd say, I'm going to kill you. And so that's why I haven't done a cult video in a long time. You know, but like, it was just really odd how Blair was like, oh, there's like these misogynists trying to shut me down. And then also she'll like turn around and ask her audience to call her Pyramid Mommy. Illuminaughtii is already a porn name. Daddy Diesel coming into style. Listen, lovely lemon ice. The term daddy is earned. I cannot just ask for you to call me that. Osmedia says he's going to make a response to Blair. Did that just happen? Holy shit, my Twitter is like popping off right now. She made a community post about a future response. I will pull it up now. Let's look. It better be different than the one I've seen already,
PETA.
but it probably is the same thing. Oh, yeah, it's just the same one.
She made a community post about a future response.
Yeah. So this is the same one that was on Twitter, and I still think ChatGPT had some hand in it. All right. Post a gym pic, please. I will post another gym pic soon. I don't always look amazing every day. But I will probably do another cult video in the future. I had a producer from Hollywood reach out to me. That's like a story for another time. Maybe on a chill stream over on Twitch at some point. We'll go over that. Which, by the way, while we're talking about that, I should plug myself. I have a Twitch, guys, so if you want to follow me there too. I also stream there. But Diesel, I know the thing you'll do when you hit 1 million subs. I'll never call someone in a maid outfit and cat ears daddy. Sorry. Hey, I mean, you haven't seen me in a maid outfit. Maybe I am. Maybe I just really rock it so hard that I just become daddy, you know? Yeah, so the last thing, I can imagine that Oz is going to say something at some point. Because there's pretty hard responses. Blair Leftist is basically threatening Wonderstruck with the slap suit. Like the hand is really being forced. You're right. The hand is really being forced, Maya. How many subs for the maid outfit? I have to be... I said at 1 million subs, I will do an OnlyFans, and it'll be in a maid outfit. Hey, Diesel would make a great power bottle. So what you're saying is if we get you to a sub count, the maid outfit in the closet comes out? Yes. Yes, I am. I'm not a Scientologist, but they do want me to be in one of their training vids bad. Oz responded to Wonder's vid. I'm looking, guys. We're in a point right now where we're kind of like waiting for something else to happen. We're in between other videos being made. There's gonna be another video made. There's no way there's not going to be.
Blair and Shannon Arbus, big ugly women. Can't use the actual U word in super chats.
You can't use ugly in super chats? Damn, bro. BUWs. Blair and Shannon. Oh man. We don't respect the BUWs, Blair and Shannon here at FPS Diesel, all right? We're a BBW friendly Twitch, I almost said Twitch community, YouTube community. Diesel, were Oz, Media, and Blair bumping uglies? That's a really good question, because I actually asked a source close to the situation if they were bumping uglies. And I can tell you unequivocally they were not bumping uglies. So I'm saying it now for everybody to understand. Yeah. They did not have sex. They were not in a relationship. All right.
Hi chat, buy Manapot coffee and use code D10.
Man, Cat's really based. Cat, that's really nice of you. Buy Mana Potion coffee and use code D10 at checkout. Every time Blair hears BBW, she thinks of a BMW. Every time we say BBW, another Blair gets her BMW. What are the criteria between BBW and BUW? You're annoying versus not annoying. I'm genuinely surprised there was not a sex scandal in this debacle. That's another great point. She acts like Oz was her boy. I asked somebody who lived with them, all right, if they were bumping uglies, and they were not. And they have not ever. They were just close. But, yeah, I did ask because it sounded like they were. So, yeah, they're not. They did not have sex. They were not in a relationship. The B in BDSM stands for BMW. Can a BBW be annoying? I mean, I guess. What's the criteria of a BBW versus repossessing a BMW? No, I do feel really bad for Oz. That's a good point. It's just, it's one of those like weird positions that Oz has put in, and I do hope Oz responds now because he said he wasn't going to, but I really do think the C&D has maybe forced his hand because Oz is retaining information out of respect to Blair. I've also retained information out of respect to Blair. Like, I just shot down the whole, like, she was having sex with Oz thing, right? I did not have sex with that woman. Yeah. Did she have a thing with the clique? Nope. She did not have a thing with anybody in Sad Milk. They were just friends. They were just friends. Wow, a coffee shop that actually has light roast. I genuinely don't see that often. The thing is that I'm like a huge coffee nerd, so we wanted to really make sure the coffee was like good. I tasted like 20 different coffees. She seems to act out like the clique rejected her. So she does that kind of with everybody who is like her friend, right? Where she gets like mad at people who she feels wronged her. She takes everything very personally. Real talk, though, I hope everyone rallies around Wonder and helps him out best they can. Yeah, so who's going to make a response video now? I don't know, man. I would unsubscribe from Click if he doodled or something. Can't be following somebody who makes that bad of a decision. Yeah, I don't think Blair had sex with any of the guys in Sad Milk. Let me just put that out there. All right? I think she feels that her friends should be subservient to her. But that's just me making inferences on her personality. She wants things to go her way, but she also wants to be a savior, right? She needs to fix things so that way she feels valued as an individual, right? We see that throughout the course of her career where things happen to her and she feels like it's a wronging against her, right? Like she's seeing a guy, right? That poop video I played a clip of. She's seeing a guy and her response to having a shit that's so large. You guys want to watch it? Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch the poop video. We're watching the poop video. Diesel coffee question. Is the ground coffee like drip type ground, pour over type? It's pour over. But yeah, America would look down. Hello, Kristen Ark. Welcome to the chat. But yeah, it's like a pour over. Holy fuck! How is there fucking 383 people here, bro? What are you people doing? Okay.
Was confirmed making a response video in tips chat.
All right, that is wonderful. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's genuinely so many people here. You know, if you want to become a member or anything like that, it'll help me actually see your messages. But yeah, I am very glad Oz is going to respond. That is going to make a humongous difference in this discussion. Like 110%. Poopgate. This poop video is really funny, guys. The poop video is really funny. You're going to enjoy the poop video. So now I'm just like rubbing the salt in the wound. I should also say Blair has a tendency to try and strike this down. Blair, I'm reacting to this, so go fuck yourself, all right? Go literally pick up feces. You picked up feces, Blair, all right? You picked up feces with your hands. I have it somewhere in here. Let me find it. Stream is popping off. Let's go. She does have a great poop story, Chris. You're right. It's one of the best. It's one of the poop stories ever made. It's one of the poop stories ever made. All right. The biggest poop ever. All right. I'm sorry. I have like a giddy joy in me from this.
Well, what color is your BMW diesel?
I have a blue BMW, guys. Okay, I swear. Okay, don't fact check that. And we got some members in the chat. That's so based. Who grabs poop and breaks it up? So the thing I don't understand, right, Chris, is that like she thought poop was like hard, like a log, you know? Like she thought it was like one thing, but that's not what poop is. Like literally, has she curbed a dog before? Like, hello. According to Tamimi, she might have stolen that story. Yeah, so I think I've heard the baby arm joke about poop before.
To new chatters, this is a BBW friendly community.
That's right. Grace is right. But yeah, so I do think because I remember hearing the joke about the baby arm somewhere before, but I don't remember. Yeah, she stole it from a stand-up comedian. Might be the oldest record of her plagiarizing. Let me look at the this is gonna be a weird thing to Google. Baby arm poop joke. Hilarious baby poop puns. I know I've heard this joke from a comedian before. I know I've heard it. I know it is a Reddit poop scissors. It's not like that. It's its own story. Let me take a piss first, chat. All right. I'm gonna take a leak. I will be right back. I don't have a TLD or a be right back screen, so I'll just be right back. He better bring the scissors. Live Hassan reaction. I know, I was gonna come back and make the fucking joke. Sorry guys, I had Hassan cover for me while I went to take a leak. Yes, that's what I said earlier in the stream, Chris. iDubbbz could have just moved on creatively and they would have been fine. But also, if you become a channel member, I am going to have it set up right after the stream. You'll get a 25% off discount code for the coffee. So I wanted to make sure channel members get something. And 25% off is pretty fucking big. That's larger than our launch sale. So, yeah. I did wash my hands, actually. Did you bring any poop as an example? Hold on, I need to take some sip of my water. Is it an Amy Schumer joke? Is it an Amy Schumer joke? Is the poop thing an Amy Schumer joke? Holy shit. Literally. Hold on. Give me a second. iDubbbz needs to steal a poop joke and evict someone out of a BMW if he really wants attention. I think it is. Amy Schumer poop joke. Amy Schumer joke stealing compilation. Did Amy Schumer steal the joke too? What's your opinion on tea? Fucking I need to make the TTS go faster.
What's your opinion on tea?
I like tea. My brother is actually a tea guy. He steeps his loose leaf tea in a kettle. So he is going to be taking the lead on it. I'm still probably going to do the marketing and product design, so like the bags and all that shit for the tea. But we'll start with 2 teas. We're already working on it, right? I don't want to give away too much, but we are working on tea, and we're trying to make sure it's as equitable as possible. That's a big ethos in our business. BMW, bowel movement W. Bowel movement win? Possibly. Anyway, we gotta react to the poop video. You steep tea in a kettle? Guys, I'm not the tea guy.
Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel. Okay, so my sister didn't like really think I was ready to tell this story, and it's kind of embarrassing, but it just happened. And girls don't talk about their shit, their poops, right? Well, I'm gonna talk about my poops because this is a story about poop. So I had this guy that came over for the weekend for my birthday, and he stayed like in my room, in my house, obviously, right? So this whole weekend though, like, or the past weekend, I guess is when this really happened, but whatever. We drank a lot, we ate a lot of like bad food.
So it's a normal start to this story, right? I don't want to let this video just play on and on and on. I'm not trying to pull a Hassan here. And yeah, I do see the girl define things. Some of the funny stuff about Blair's business, right? When you run a business, there's like the Hustlers University type business, and there's like an actual business, right? Like, we built the website for our stuff, but we work with a real roaster. He's a really nice guy, right? But Blair is one of those hustler type businesses where she makes candles and like soaps and shit. And it's just really funny that she counts those in the same league as her real estate business. Which she does, by the way, when describing how she's a businesswoman who owns 6 businesses. Like, no, that's a hobby that you make bonus income from. That's not really a business, okay? Like, the volumes of difference there is insane, right? Like we've sold about 100 bags of coffee. I've packed about 40 boxes. That's like way different than like making soap to order or like a candle to order from like your Etsy store page, right? I don't want Etsy taking a cut of my income. I don't know why, but her face doesn't match what I thought she would look like. Yeah.
It's like unhealthy, like junk foods, you know, whatever. And I didn't drink enough water. So I am like 50% sure the reason the story is even existing is because of not drinking water. So drink water, because this story is about to be a life lesson for you. I forgot, I think it was Sunday. So we woke up and whatever, played games, and we decided we were all gonna go out to breakfast to go get some food. And
how long ago was this video posted? So, a little thing to learn about Blair. According to the people I talked to, Blair used to be a stripper. That might be news to some of you. And for some of you, you might go, what? This bitch is busted. She was a stripper. But before she did the Illuminati stuff, Illuminati was like a girls get it done type channel, right? Where she would talk about her experiences as a woman, right? And try and relate that to people. That's what she used to do. So that's the kind of content that she used to make. She talks about past date experiences that all went bad. But she talks about her past dates so often, it kind of comes off as like she's the common denominator, right? Why do Etsy when you can make your own website? Because she's like a hustler type person. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between like I'm making a sustainable business for people versus like this is my Uber Eats side hustle thing, right? But you guys know what kind of girl Blair was in the back room, you know, where all the ladies are getting ready for their performance. She was the queen bee, right? That's what Blair is. Blair devaluing strippers. Hey man, I got friends who were strippers. They're based as fuck. Blair, not based. No, not about that. Right? But you just know everything we've seen from her. You just know she was in a back room, micromanaging all the other girls, starting bullshit amongst the women, you know, all that shit. Doesn't it cost a bunch to have your own website that isn't Shopify? Not really. Dollar store creep show art. But come on, like, you can just see it. You can just see her in the back room talking to one of her bitches, being like, oh, Cindy is such a whore, this, that, and the other thing. Like those type things, right? Like, we can see that mean girls type attitude from the content she makes. Blair's the only one stealing men's wallets. I'm not saying that, but, you know, there's a lot of opinions that, or inferences that I get from Blair based on her past and how she acts, right? We can start to develop like a idea. Can you make flavored coffees eventually? For example, I want to know what I'm talking about. I try to wake the hell up to the pistachio flavor. It's so good. It's hard to make flavors. Right now, we're trying to keep our fair trade and USDA organic. We would lose the organic certification on those coffees. I'd need to try out a bunch of artificial flavors before I artificially flavor coffee. So it would take a while. So that's down the line. That's way further down the line. But we've talked about it. But we haven't even gotten to the shit in this story. Didn't Creepshow actively stalk the ex of her boyfriend? We're not quite there with Blair. Yeah, Creepshow did a little bit different. To my knowledge, Blair's never gone on. Where did Creepshow art go? It was one of those forums. It wasn't Kiwi Farms. It was like Pretty Ugly Little Liars. Did she go there? It was one of those T forums where they all talk shit about people, and Creepshow art would talk shit about people. I haven't seen Blair do that.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. I need to go to the bathroom real quick. And sometimes, you know, when you go to the bathroom, like, the unexpected poops show up, and you just thought you were going there to piss, and then all of a sudden you're like, you know, shitting out Mona Lisa's arm. And you're like, I don't know what happened here, but here we are. So I've never had this problem before. And it was like a big fucking turd. Like, this thing was like a baby arm on steroids. Like, I really thought I potentially, like, ripped my asshole in, like, I don't know, like, I had two assholes or something. I don't know. Like, there was, like, it was huge. I'm looking at it.
It was a big poop. It was a really big poop. It was huge. It was like it was on steroids. Like, the Tomato Man, I want to cease this. Yeah, Blair just used alt accounts. It was a big shit. The biggest shit. Tomato Man. I love crazy bitches, but this one takes the cake. We have 500 people watching. 500 people watching your fucking poop video. Oh my god, there's no way she's not gonna see this, bro. This is gonna be so fucking funny. Oh, god damn.
And I don't even see the hole for the toilet to, like, you know, where it sucks all the shit down.
I just love the fact that she's so descriptive with it, that her poop is so big that it's just, she can't even see the bottom. Like this is just the worst kind of fecal incident ever, you know?
Literally, it was gone. Like, it was literally just looking at a big straight fucking log, and there was, I didn't even see the hole, so I knew the poop wouldn't go, okay? And I had this guy over, and I, like, dig him and shit, and I'm like, oh my god, he can't see this poop. And he, like, was like, hey, can I use your bathroom? And I'm like, oh god, I'm in here panicking. So, you know, I did what any normal person would do in this situation. So I took a bunch of the toilet paper.
No, I'm gonna stop you right there, Blair. That's not what a normal person would do. Like, the way she tells this story, right, is that she didn't even try to flush it. She's like, this shit's so big, it must not go down. And so she was just like, I might as well just get on my hands and knees and pick it out.
And I tried to pick the poop up with my hands. And so I thought it would be just like, you know, a piece of wood, and you just, like, you know, just like pick it up, and I was gonna, like, put it in the trash can.
Well, like, why would your feces be like a piece of wood? Like, what even, like, begins to cross your mind that that's what you think poop feels like? You know, like, what is the logical train of thought that leads to that? like if it was like a piece of wood, it was like you'd be bleeding out your asshole profusely. That's not a normal thing that humans do. At no point in this story will she bring up the concept of a plunger, okay?
I have those little baby trash can bags, and I'm just gonna take the trash out. Like, no big deal. Like, haha, I'm just cleaning the bathroom.
Is it a crime to throw your feces out in the trash? I don't know if it is. I'm not saying she's committing a crime, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's Like, you shouldn't do that, right?
It broke in half in the toilet. So, and then it like slides back down. So now there's poo stains like embedded into the toilet, like skid marks. So now like there is like evidence of my poo duty gone wrong. And I'm in this bathroom freaking out.
My poo duty gone wrong. My brother, my brother. My brother, my brother. I don't,
What would you do if you were on the date with her?
I would not. I would not.
This is Blair trying to put lumberjack on her CV.
She's gotta really pump that CV up now. She might not be in the job at YouTube much longer. Don't you throw out dirty diapers? I mean, I guess, yeah, but like something feels like it feels socially wrong to like throw your poop out in like a trash bag. You know what I mean? Like a diaper is like, that's a place where poop goes, but you know, putting a lump of log in the trash is like different, you know? It's just like, at that rate, just shit on the street, you know? I don't know, man. I live in New York. I see human shit on the street like all the time. I don't get why you talk about this on the internet. I don't know why you would either. This is so embarrassing.
It's like dead silent in there, and I can hear him in the bedroom, and it's dead silent. I'm like, oh my god, he can hear everything through this door. I have just shit a baby arm out, and now I broke it in half, and it made shit stains down the side of the toilet.
Okay, so the guy is like sitting in the other room. Like I just the concept of this is just, you know, she's sitting there, and she's like hands and knees, like she's just done sweating. She's like, oh, I gotta put my hands in the fucking poop water. And oh man, I got something in my eye. This is just the worst. I might have gotten backsplash from Blair's video in my eye. I feel bad for the guy. Man, Blair, I hope you weren't going to plan to do butt stuff with the guy, because it sounds like fucking Mordor down there in your butthole.
Now I'm torn. Because now half of the mammoth baby arm is in the trash can, and the other half is in the toilet, surrounded by skid marks, and this dude is right outside my door. So, I mean, what any natural person does, I go, hey, let's go out and get breakfast. And he was like, what happened? And I go, oh, I accidentally tried to flush some tampons down the toilet. And he's like, oh, so the toilet's like kind of clogged. I'm like, yeah.
If the guy you're with leaves you because you perform a normal bodily function, maybe it's good he leaves. That's a very good point, Shadow. That's a very good point. The amount of work she's going through to hide her fecal incident is just too much. Like it's too much. Yeah, lol. What would you do if you dated Blair? Get pink eye.
Yeah, I threw whole tampons right in there. Just bloop. And he was like, you're on your period? I was like, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on my period.
Baby arm shit emoji.
Was she constipated?
I mean, I guess so. The thing is she talks about how they ate a lot like the prior day, but I mean, I've had big shits. I'm a big guy. Sometimes I got big shits, all right? You know, that's just, it happens. That's life. But she just keeps explaining it with the baby arm thing. It's like the baby arm thing is funny once, maybe twice, 3 times. Now you're talking about it a little too much. You know what I mean? Right? I mean, it's already fucking strange because you got on your hands and knees and now you're digging in your toilet to try and take out your shit. But, I mean, clearly it wasn't a hard shit. It was definitely a soft shit. So it all fell apart, you know? Like, not gonna lie, if she would tell me she flushed tampons, I'd already be like, okay, girl, bye. Damn. It couldn't even have been one tampon. She would have to be like, oh, I threw the whole fucking bag down there.
That That's why there's tampons in the toilet right now, and that's why the toilet won't flush. So we go out to breakfast, and breakfast is good or whatever. In the back of my head, I'm thinking when I come home, I'm gonna have to fight like this baby arm that is still in the toilet. It's been taking a lot of steroids. Shit was pumped.
What is that? What is that? This is like the fourth fucking mention of the fucking feces being like powerful. Like what? What?
This actually reminds me of the Onision poop story.
Oh.
Was her ex the guy from the Simiafart video where the wife dies?
Yeah, man. She farted so bad the guy literally disintegrated. You aren't funny, says Ben Ryder in the chat. Well, L on you because fuck you. Yeah, it's a really great comeback, Diesel. She has zero comedic timing, which makes this worse somehow. Like, really the reality is that you just make that joke once and then you move on, right? Like, it's part of a story, but you don't need to, like, pump up the story, pun intended, by talking about how fucking fecally massive your shit was multiple times. Yes, she's going to leave it in there as they leave.
I get back home and I start to walk over to talk to my sister about something, and then I like hear him going towards the bathroom, and I'm like, no, don't you fucking go in there. And he was like, why? And I'm like, the tampons, duh.
Hunter Zero, let's hope Baby Arm isn't a whole new rabbit hole. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, what, you got like a weird poop fetish? Like she's already playing with her shit. I mean, that's what she's doing. She's playing with her shit. Yes, I know. She may have stole this from a comedian. I'm almost certain she stole this from a comedian because I feel like I've heard this before. But, I mean, what? We got like a fucking fuckload of people here and none of us can remember which comedian it is, you know? Like,
apparently she stole this from a comedian.
I want to remember. I feel like it was like an Amy Schumer or something, but at no point did she just try to flush it. Exactly. Why didn't she flush it? Wasn't this a Reddit story? No, that was a different poop story. That was the poop scissors story. Because, of course, there's more than one. Oh, never mind. Ben W. Ben W. Ben W, sorry. Stole it from EDP445. Are you serious? Hannah, please tell me you're joking. It's the poop sock to the poop purse.
Tampons in the toilet, and he's like, it's no big deal. I'm like, no, do not go in that bathroom. You don't understand what is in that bathroom, because I know what's in that bathroom. It's in the fucking trash can. Part of it is in the trash can, and part of it is leaving marks. Fuck you. I just got a Snapchat, I'm so sorry. Part of it is in the fucking trash can, and part of it is leaving fucking skid marks showing its goddamn victory in the toilet, and I'm here fucking losing my shit. Like, oh my god.
She's literally losing her shit, am I right, guys? Haha, honk honk. Oh my god. The thing is like, she could have just, why didn't she just fucking flush it? She never flushed it. Do you think she's actually going to sue people? Sensitive Society, I honestly don't think she has the balls to go through with it. I think she's going to see the backlash from this, and she might finally take the L, but she's almost doubled or tripled down now. I don't think it would hold up in court. Ultimately, at the end of the day, Wonder will walk away on top from this. There's just no way it would go in her favor. If we're talking about like a slander thing, right? Blair's a public figure. And the C&D and all that happened after she had a sponsor taken away. So I feel like that is what she'd use in her argument, is like, this is an example of my income being hurt by you saying something, right? But it has to be proven like malicious and deliberately falsified intent and all this other stuff. So I don't think she would be successful, but there is a possibility she would go through with it just because she is an idiot. But I'd hope a lawyer would tell her that this would be, you know, more money than it's worth. I mean, Wonder is the last person you would want to sue in this situation. I would say go after a YouTuber who did a video. Go after Tom, go after me, go after anybody, right? That made a video that hit like 1 million views. Go after those people because they have the money, right? And there's a higher chance of them having malicious intent, quote unquote, or whatever. So that's my idea if I was to go through with the lawsuit and litigation. But, you know, I'm not a lawyer. That's just my fucking opinion, right? It's hilarious that she thinks suing people is going to help her somehow. This is like that Holy Mary last shot. Like, she knows she's going down, so she might as well take someone down with her, right?
I already lost my shit. And I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna see this baby muscle turd. So I'd like run in there really fucking fast, snatch up that toilet real quick, and I'm in there with a plunger, fucking crying, and I'm
okay. So she left this shit in there an entire day, right? She let it stew. She let her fucking feces fester in the room, right? But at no point did the plunger come out. The plunger should have been the first thing that come out. Hold on, if she has a plunger, why the fuck she put her hands on it? Why is she touching it with her fingers, bro? She's got a plunger. Just plunge it. The plunger can get dirty. It's a plunger. I've watched this video more than once, guys. And that never fucking occurred to me. What?
Like, plunging this fucker so hard with the door shut, and he's just like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Water's like splashing everywhere. It's like on my legs. I like feel disgusting now because there's baby arm turd on there. There's baby arm turd in the plunger itself because I just had to like push it.
Last I've heard of something about pooping a baby arm was from Maury. Title, I went to the bathroom and came back with a baby.
That's a famous Maury. That's a famous Maury story. Yeah, this is a fake story. Exactly. There's no way it's not a fake story. Like, she doesn't act like a normal person in this. She's playing with Play-Doh, yeah. But yeah, that was, by the way, guys, Maury, a lot of those shows, they're all faked. A lot of them are faked. I mean, you get a lot of trash people on those shows, but a lot of it is faked. I know because I work in the industry, so there you go. How do you get water everywhere? She must have been like flushing, like fiddling with the handle and shit. Literally, fiddling with the handle and shit.
In there, you know, kind of like make it stew or something. Like, I don't know. So it finally flushes. I take the little baby trash can out, and he's like, oh, are you okay in there? I'm like, yeah. And he comes in to like brush his teeth, and I see his nose like, you know, shrivel up because he can smell my lies that there were no tampons in the toilet at all. And he just kind of like looked at me and didn't say anything, and I think it was for the best. Yeah, I think I definitely like pooped the biggest poop of my life. Of course, it had to happen during like my birthday weekend when I had somebody over, so you know, it had to come at the most inconvenient times for me.
Why, like, you know, you got like a guy over. If the guy is like, sorry, babe, I'm not gonna have sex with you. You pooped, and that's gross. Girls aren't supposed to poop. Like, what? Like, what is going on? Like, what is going through your head, man? Like, bro. Let's face it, Blair's the type of person who would end up on Maury.
So, of course. So that is my lovely poop story, I guess. Kind of hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. And I like giraffes.
Yeah, that's a great one, lady. That's a great one to end it on. I like giraffes. You sure it's the giraffes you like? Huh? Not the stewed poo-poo that you got sitting in your fucking toilet bowl. Turn it. Damn, Blair. I always thought you were a witch, but fucking you're stewing some potions up in there, bro. A baby arm muscle doesn't sound that big. I don't know. I guess it's big in comparative to normal shit. I got some more. You guys want to see some more?
A baby arm / muscle doesn't sound that big.
Maybe it like depends, right? Okay, so I don't. Some of these I haven't seen before, so they might not be funny. They might be real stinkers, right? Sorry. That was a. I'm sorry. Some of these are real stinkers. Depends on how old the baby is. I'm not like the other girls. I'm so quirky. And say I like giraffes because I'm so quirky. Ooh. A little context, please. I just came in. We're dunking on Illuminati for being cringe. All right, guys. So we got waxing my boyfriend's balls coming up next. Again, I have not seen this one. If this one sucks, I'm sorry. But here's waxing my boyfriend's balls.
So today I'm going to do.
She's got a lot of wigs, guys. If you didn't know, here you know. She's got a lot of wigs.
a story time, and my story time is kind of a weird one. It's going to be the story of the time that I once tried to wax my boyfriend's balls. Yep, that's literally what the story is going to be about.
If I'm your boyfriend, sometimes there's things that are like meant to stay off the internet, right? Like some guys are comfortable with it. I'm a pretty open dude. But like, at least converse with me on whether or not it's okay to talk about you waxing my nuts. All right?
Okay. So the long and the short of the story is my boyfriend and I from years ago.
Blair is gonna have a fucking field day with this stream, guys. If the VOD goes down, it's because she tried to take it down. All right, for me reacting to these fucking videos. All right, but I'm adding a lot of commentary to it. It's not like she has these videos up anywhere else. I will re-up these videos publicly somewhere else if she does that. Because fuck you. These videos are funny, Blair. You should have left them up the whole time. Although we established if you're her boyfriend, you're getting pink eye. Oh, that's true. That's true.
I think probably this is a 2011 time frame. So it's gotta be 4 or 5 years old now. So he decided that he wanted to start maintaining down there a little bit more. And he decided that he wanted to just have no hair, because he told me that with shaving, the stubble would be really uncomfortable for him. So I had mentioned wax to him, and I told him, of a salon he could go to get it done and all this stuff. And he's like, no, I don't want to go there. I want you to do it. So I was like, oh,
no, you want to, listen, take it somewhere else.
Speaking of waxing balls, have you ever heard of Jessica Yaniv?
Yes, I know. Guys, I'm terminally online, and I cover drama and talk about politics. Yes. I'm not getting into it, but yes. Illuminati Manscaped sponsor.
Okay, I've never really waxed anyone's body parts before. And let alone a set of balls, and I didn't really know what I was doing. Obviously, we go to
I didn't know what I was doing. Bro, this is the most trusting boyfriend ever. He's so ready for her to wax his nuts, and she's never done it before, bro. Balls are a sensitive spot, okay? This ain't even a Manscaped ad, bro, but fucking if you're a guy and you're shaving your nuts and you've used one of those dry razors, right? And it's buzzing and those little teeth clip on the thin skin of your nuts, it is the worst feeling. And blood gets everywhere because there's a lot of blood down there, right? A lot of little vessels. So holy shit, you wax wrong. Oh, there goes all the fucking thin dick skin you got down there. Yeah, and I was about to say, there's Nair and stuff like that. Why? Just shave and then do some Nair. We're getting, man, it must have been a fucking jungle down there in his nuts.
CVS right by his house, and we just buy like a package of like those regular, like full, like all over body wax strips, right from like Nair or, you know, whatever, whoever makes them. And so we go back to his house, and like his parents are downstairs, and his brother, they had like a Jack and Jill bathroom, you know, where like the bathroom like goes.
Never Nair down there. Yeah, I've heard it burns. I've heard it burns. I don't use Nair. I just shave. I just, you know, bite a piece of wood and I go, you know.
But like separates it, and so we have both the bathroom doors shut, but his brother is in the other room. I'm going upstairs with like this hot little tub of wax, and he's got all the strips and
Was
stuff.
the dude
and
into
he's like,
wax play?
Listen, if the man is into wax play, you know, maybe we start with like some candles. We don't just start with ripping your nuts, right? You know, there's like a scale. We take it up gradually, all right? We start at 1 and we get to 11. We don't start at 11. Yeah, just use a regular electric clipper, right?
on his bed, and I didn't really know how to do this, so I just kind of like take the little dippy spoon, tongue depressor looking thing, and I just kind of like take some of the wax out, and I just kind of, you know, like slather it up on there like you're making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but it's like
I'm slathering the wax in between his taint and the underside of his nuts. Okay. I ain't religious, but I'm praying to God right now, bro. I'm religious. If the plane is fucking falling, I'm on my hands and knees, bro. Oh, man.
dick and wax, or like balls and wax. And so I put it on there, and I put the little cloth strips that they give you to tear them off, and I like pat it on there or whatever. And I didn't really know like what direction you pull the hair, so I figured it would be best to pull like.
Some guys are into CBT.
Yeah, I mean, some guys are into CBT. I'm not gonna kink shame, but like, you know, we get into it educationally. You know, we learn. We don't go balls deep, if you will, right?
like from the balls, and like pull up towards his dick, and
Whoa. You pulling up to it? Okay, bro. Fucking, you're gonna give you somebody in chat earlier was like, you're gonna give him a second circumcision. Yeah, bro.
I didn't realize I got some of the wax actually on like it, and
On his cock.
You know what always goes great with ball waxing? Mana Potion coffee with code D10. You can wax your balls in energized comfort.
That's correct. That's correct. I don't think our coffee will make you better at waxing your nuts, but you should buy Mana Potion coffee at manapotioncoffee.com. Use D10 at checkout for 10% off your order.
I haven't laughed so hard. This girl's a stinker.
Yeah, this girl is a stinker, so I've been told. So she's told me. Oh man, guys, I'm crying. I'm crying. She waxes like she plunges.
so that turned into him screaming one of the most vile screams I've ever heard in my life.
No shit, he screamed. You just ripped off a piece of his dick skin, like.
And I'm like, you know, are you okay? Do we need to stop? Blah blah blah. And he's like, no, we have to continue.
What do you mean? Okay, well, okay. We have to continue. Oh man, this guy's a brave soul. He's like, listen, I already started. I'm in severe pain. Keep going.
So he also had like really like coarse hair, you know, not really like, it wasn't really fine. So on top of this wax being like extremely painful, it didn't actually even rip all the hairs out.
Almost like you shouldn't. This guy's like, oh, I don't like how my balls are itchy after I shave them, bro. I don't. Listen, guys, we know, fellas, why you shave your balls, all right? You want head, all right? You want her to gargle the nuts, but Just
BME
shave.
Pain Olympics.
For real. Fucking damn, bro. Is that Blair on screen? Yeah, it is. Whew. Why is she describing his hair? Not even his hair, his pubes, okay? His pubes. You got to shave them beforehand. Well, moist teeth. They have no idea what they're doing.
So it was like I would have to go back into that area again, but like we kind of gave up a couple into it. So he just had like a really like patchy just downstairs for like a long time. It was really like a tragedy what happened. Yeah, that was kind of weird. So I kind of learned the hard way that you do not try and wax somebody's balls. So we're trying to do this like wax, and you know,
There should be a
I
support group
tried.
for these men.
There should be a support group for these dudes. And these are just the dudes that decide to date her long term, right? She also has videos where she talks about going on dates with guys, and the problem is that there's so many of them that it goes from being like, oh, these dudes are shitty, to like her being like weird. So we'll pull up one of those. It's probably not going to be as funny as the testicle ones, but I'll pull it up after this.
I really tried. I was just being a good girlfriend. I was being supportive of this. And since he didn't want to go to a place, I figured I'd do it. I don't really know waxing protocols. So this was kind of like a little experiment for both of us. And it turned out to be a very bad experiment because, you know, I mean, the parts that were waxed were like, you know, super smooth and whatever. But like you know, like you get like a little bit of wax up on the shaft and things go wrong, you know, couldn't really get around the balls. That's really painful. So I was
Bro, just either go like suck it up. I know you don't want like some stranger touching your nuts, but like if you really want to get like a Brazilian or something on your nuts, go do that from like a real person, or just shave like the rest of us and just be thorough about it. I don't know, bring a flashlight with you if it's like a jungle, you know, like, bruh. Doesn't it say the waxing directions on the box? Yeah, but I guess she doesn't want to read. She's not a big reader, guys.
cold, obviously. Plus, he was screaming like a little girl, and his brother's like, "Are you guys okay?" And they were like, "No, don't come."
Why did he even want his balls waxed in the first place if he knew it was gonna hurt? Unless he's very into CBT and doesn't want to start off small.
That's a great point. You know, the thing is they went right into using the wax on his balls. But why didn't they just like test it out? It's like, okay, honey, I'm gonna rip off a little on your arm. Okay, did that hurt? Do you want to go and do it, or do you want to stop? You know, just. And that's why he can't be into CBT, right? Because if you're somebody who's like into BDSM, you guys like test out the like levels, you know? You're like, okay, is that like, are you good with that? Or is that like, you know, you don't just go and like smack someone so hard you break skin. You don't start that way. That's not how you'd start. Like, you don't just start by taking the wax to the nuts. She does kind of look like Ursula. She does, CJ.
Come in. Like, please don't come in. It kind of looks like there's some just stuff going on. That is my story on the one and only time I tried to wax another person's body hair, specifically my boyfriend's balls. So.
Well, Blair, I'm just glad it was your boyfriend's balls specifically and not some stranger's balls that you grabbed on the street. What a weird thing to mention. Why would you even agree to something you have no knowledge of, especially with waxing and stuff? I know. Blair documentary stealing money, BDSM.
So that was my story. This is just a really weird story. Okay, well, like the moral of the story is don't wax your boyfriend's balls if you don't know how to do it, because I didn't know how to do it and it didn't work out really well for me. So, and I feel really bad for what I did, and I wasn't trying to be mean about it. It just was really fucking funny.
Well, you're like an idiot. Like, why are you doing that? Like, fuck, bro. Like, you're fucking them up. Like, Would it have been so hard to be like, all right, honey, let's go get waxed together as like a couple? Hello? That happens like all the time. Just go like, oh, let's go get mani-pedis together, right? As like a couple thing. Let's do that. Like, oh my God, $20. What a base
I never
king.
watched your stream before, but I like your vibe and energy. Good SHHTT, it's all in good fun at the end of the day. Bless, celebratory gesture, clapping.
I didn't know who reads out the emojis. Thank you for that. I try not to pull a Hassan and let the chair do the reacting for me, all right? This is a show. I'm putting on a performance here, people.
That I was actually doing that. So, long story short, don't wax your boyfriend's balls if you don't know what you're doing. And if you want,
I think most women have the sense and foresight to like understand that waxing hurts. Like you've gotten your eyebrows waxed. That's like a thing. Like hello, lady.
wants to get his balls waxed or whatever, make him go to a salon or something.
Waxing those areas without any education could cause a pretty serious infection. Grimacing face.
Based. Yeah, it could cause an infection. Oh my God, based.
Plot twist, Blair's the one into waxing people's footballs, can't say the actual word in super chats.
Wait, you can't say balls in super chat? I gotta play around with the rules so that way you guys can like swear more. I'm like more lax on YouTube, but I guess I gotta change that. I honestly, that's the thing though, right? Is that Blair causes a problem and then she goes to solve it, right? And that's her causing the problem of the guy with wax on his nuts. And her fixing it is hurting him. And then she's like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. The way she's framing this almost sounds like she's blaming her BF. Girl can't even take blame for messing up her man's balls. A former stripper should know how to wax. Hello. I mean, she's got, what? Her eyebrows are like drawn on there, right? I'm not like stupid. Right? Like she's gotten her eyebrows waxed. She understands what the pain is like. Like she might be used to it by now, but hello. Fuck, bro. You're gonna let your mans like get fucked up with that?
And just don't put him in any more pain unless you're mad at him or you hate him, in which case go for it, but it's not pretty. So
yeah, okay. Ladies, make sure to write that one down. If you're mad at your man or you hate him, take him into the bathroom and wax his balls against his consent, okay? Just literally fucking give him a vasectomy right there on your studio apartment bathroom floor, okay? Oh, man, Blair. You got some interesting videos in your past. It's so jarring to listen to all this drama and to keep hearing your name followed by something so harsh, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely drawn on eyebrows for real. Let's see. Bad James Bond date. That's the next one. That one's like decently good, you know. Let me find it in my files. I have files on top of files, Blair, okay? I have files on top of files.
Ursula plus Squidward equals Blair's face.
Yeah, I see it. She's got a big nose. I mean, I don't know. I'm not like a nose guy, but I mean, it's for somebody. It's just not for me. Here we go. The James Bond date. The non-con ball waxing. Really specific fetish, guys. You wouldn't understand. Why are there so many questionable videos of her? Because Blair is just built different, okay? Yeah, she is a failed Storytime channel. So this one I don't think will be as funny, but I think it's very telling. She had a lot of videos about bad dates, but like, you know, when you pile them up and you see in their totality all the bad date stories, I mean, everybody develops bad dates, right? But when you have so many, it just makes it look weird, right?
So today I am going to tell you guys about this bad date that I went on recently. It's not like one of the worst dates I ever had, but it was pretty bad because it involved one of my favorite movie series, and I just really don't like when that gets ruined for me.
Where do you get your files from? Were they archived? Did you get them from the Wayback Machine? So in the commentary community, we have a thing called an A-logger. And there's a friend of mine who has like catalogs of Blair videos. So I asked him for it and he gave them to me. So thank you to the guy who gave them to me. But yeah, honor of Fox. Oh Lord, that wig.
So the date I went on was with this guy that I'd been talking to, and I had already been on like a date with him previously, so I was kind of familiar with him a little bit. I've been talking to this guy for like a couple weeks. We've already been on like a date and stuff like that. And he seems like he's a pretty cool dude to me, and he just seems like he's going to be a good person for me to start seeing. Especially because I had a relationship, a really serious one that had ended like about 6 months ago-ish. So I've been starting to look back into like dating and starting to like wanting to see somebody regularly. I had been talking to this guy and he kind of fit a lot of credentials and checked a lot of things like off my list of what I was looking for in a significant other. So we decided to go out for a movie date. And
I kind of get the vibe from this video, right, that she is looking for like a life-term partner, and when that last relationship went tits up, she's like going out again and looking for like a life-term partner at the beginning, right? Which is fine. I guess other people have different like wants and needs, but it's just really interesting. I'm not saying Blair represents all women. Like everybody like dates differently and all that stuff, but guys are just so much simpler when it comes to this. You know, they don't like who's there with them right now, they get affectionate for. They don't like, they're not like gaming out like the value really kind of thing, but I like it feels like Blair's like gaming out like, is this guy like worth it for the rest of my life type thing. A movie date so the guy doesn't have to see her face. Who is her audience for these videos? Her stories are awful. Yeah, she's also a bad storyteller, right?
What's the common denominator in those bad dates? The answer is Blair.
She does mention one date where she went to a hibachi place with a like a meathead muscle guy, right? And I honestly from the outset, it kind of seemed like she was just judging him because he enjoyed the gym, and that's not Blair.
Is the wig thing her trying to copy Ready to Glare?
Hey man, this might have been before Ready to Glare existed. Honestly, these videos are so old. I'd have to check on the time from these videos. But yeah. I mean, obviously the common denominator, if you have a bunch of bad dates, the common denominator is you or like what you're looking for. But yeah, she was talking about going on this date with this guy, and like he wanted kids and she didn't, which is like fine, right? So it's like, okay, you're not compatible. But she was like really pissy that his like big thing was the gym. Like some people's hobbies are makeup. Some people's hobbies are like painting miniatures. His hobby was the gym. I'm really technical about the gym. And a lot of those meatheads are also really technical. So she was just like dogging on him for like enjoying that. So it was just weird. Isn't it her mom who had cancer? I don't remember the specifics, but she did accuse a bunch of YouTubers of saying they made fun of her miscarriage, and nobody had any idea she had a miscarriage. So she like self-reported on that. It was weird. Honestly, I don't think doing the mental work to know what you want isn't a bad thing. Being upfront and honest is a good thing. The problem is when someone is a terrible person, the honesty is awful. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's because like a lot of guys in their 20s and 30s type thing, but I know a lot of guys that I've spoken to are just looking for connection. They're not like, they're just looking to see someone they can vibe with. They don't look for like specific things, or they have specific things, but they're not like hard line in the sand. Like they can change their mind pretty easily, but Blair's like dead set on this one specific type of guy that doesn't exist, and it comes through in her date videos because the guy doesn't exist. Yeah, and she knew the guy going in was a meathead, so if she wasn't interested in a guy who was interested in the gym, why would she go on a date with him? You know, it's just weird. That's right, guys. Be sure to like the stream. Thank you, Rennie. That was very based of you. Rennie is a very based VTuber. Everyone wants a good vibe. I mean, yeah, everybody wants a good vibe. Blair gives bad vibes, though.
Movie we're gonna see is that new James Bond movie, Spectre, that's out. And, you know, I was just like, cool. You know, I love the James Bond series. I've seen every James Bond movie. I loved Skyfall, and I heard kind of like mostly good, but some mixed reviews about Spectre. So I really wanted to go see it, obviously. I go to see this guy, and the movie time starts at like 9:40, which means, you know, the movie doesn't actually start till like 10, right? And so this is like a 2.5 hour movie. And it's like a Monday night. So it's not like a popular date night or anything like that. It's a pretty quiet night at the movie theater. So we get there on time. So he's kind of a little bit like on the nerdier side, and that's cool because I appreciate that, because I would kind of prefer more of like an intellectual conversation versus like someone that's just pretty to look at.
This is really funny in comparison to like the meathead type date. I'm looking for an orc fighter to wife up like a normal man. I'll also go for a goblin druid short stack. No judging here. Cat, individual of culture. Cat was taken. Is a fucking real one with based taste. Why did she say mixed reviews like it was a good thing?
So we go to the movie theater, and we like, because nobody else was in the movie theater. It was literally just the two of us for the movie. It was like prime movie date scenario. Like good movie, hot chick, interesting dude, and the whole place is to ourselves at night. That is like the ultimate like movie night scenario. Like it's all-
I feel I don't know, maybe it's just me. I wouldn't want to do a movie date too early, because you basically have like 2 hours where you don't say a single thing to the person, right? I don't know. I like to fucking watch the movie, right? I'm not gonna like not watch the movie and have a conversation with you. Like, I don't want to be a dick, right? Based almost 500 viewers. I don't understand why everybody's here. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why does she wear wigs? She's got a thing for wigs. I guess it's like a hobby for her. Who is the hot chick? Well, I think Blair is trying to say that she's a pretty lady. She's not my type. Unless it's a movie night where you can joke together and have fun. Yeah, like I don't know. I feel like I don't know, like a movie and a dinner type thing is like a maybe like a third date thing. Like you've gotten to know each other, kind of things, right? It's just like she's like I don't really know the guy, but he's interesting. So I'm gonna spend the next 2 hours not speaking to him while we go watch this movie that was reviewed as mid. Interesting dude, hot chick. That feels like a backhanded compliment. Yeah, he wasn't pretty, but at least he was interesting.
My favorite kinds of meatheads / gym guys are nerdy ones like you, because I'm a nerd myself. I love hanging around people I can relate to and that have the same and or similar interests to me.
I'm being rizzed up by my chat right now. But, you know, it's like there's different people for everyone out there, right? And it's kind of weird, right? I go to the gym now, so anybody who like follows me on Twitter, I sometimes post gym pictures, but my gym is like half TikTok e-boys these days, and like other half like nerdy guys with Berserk t-shirts. Those guys, are going through it. Like they're nerdy, but they're like They're like, I am on my Sigma grind set arc, and I need to fucking lift weights, or my family's gonna die.
She looks like an MLM hun.
Yes, she does. She does. She looks like exactly the people she'd make a video on. Fukai, some people get too serious about movies. Like, I know this one person who will scream at you for talking during a movie. I stopped watching movies with that person. Thirst Trap Diesel. Can a man not post fucking selfies on the internet? You know she's eating that entire $8 movie popcorn before you get any. Oof.
All yours. So being kind of like the quirky, kind of funky people we are, we count out the exact number of rows and the exact like seats in so that we are exactly front and center for the movie. Sitting there through the previews, kind of talking, but things are kind of like off to a really kind of awkward start. So I'm like, okay, crap, I gotta like come up with something because clearly in this like two-person situation, I am the dominating one. And so we're
Oh my god, bro. I'm the dominating one. Oh my god. Oh man, that's funny. That's the funniest statement you fucking said, Blair. Oh man, that's a fucking fuck. I love this lady, guys. She's so comedy. She's so silly.
talking about the weather, that it's getting chillier, cuddle season, candle, you know, I'm trying. And then the movie starts. And so I'm totally obsessed with the movie. I have no idea if he was actually like into the James Bond series or just going because of me. So we're watching the movie. I'm super into it. Like midway through.
Hashtag Blair's not mommy. Yeah, I feel like Blair really wants to be like dominant, but she's not. Or she like really puts up a front. Like she's pretending to be dominating, right? But really she's not at all. In like social situations. Clearly she wants to be that in the business situations. Considering her C&D and legal love.
Through the movie, I noticed he hasn't made a single move on me. He's literally sitting there with his like feet up on the chair in front of him because nobody else is in the theater. And he's just sitting there like hands like together, just that's it. So
the nerdy guy is sitting there watching the movie. What is he doing? What is he doing? She's a femdom. No, she's not. She wants to be. That's the problem.
Decide that again it's time for me to like subliminally make the move again because I don't want to be like totally emasculate him already.
What? Okay, this is gonna be funny. I know what happens next.
Being too slow or they just look like they're losing direction to me. I kind of just give them direction, you know. And so I was like, oh my god, it's kind of chilly in here, like it's really cold, kind of thinking like, oh, you know, put your arm around me. Like,
why didn't she just like ask? She's like, hey, could you hold me? Why is she like, I'm cold, I'm cold, I'm cold, or like really beating around a bush? like she doesn't get to the point with the guy. Guys are simple, right? If you say I have a feeling we have a lot more ladies in the chat for some reason. I don't know why, but you're with a guy, and has he ever said, I have no idea what you're talking about? And then you're like, what do you mean? I've given you signals. Or there's a guy you like, and you're like, I've given him signals. No, you haven't. Majority of the time, women's signals are like sitting there silently, right? You just be very upfront. Just be very upfront. Just be forward about it, all right? Guys will appreciate that honesty, okay? But she's like, oh, I'm cold. And the dude's just sitting there. He's like, well, fucking get a jacket. Like, I think the problem is she assumed a dude wanted to touch her. It was a second date. She thinks a nerdy guy is going to pick up on hints. Again, exactly.
pull me in close, like we've got the whole fucking place to ourselves, right? No. He's just like, yeah, I guess it is a little chilly in here. This motherfucker, like, really? So I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So I sit, keep watching the movie. It's a good movie. I get lost into it. So then, you know, it's a 2.5 hour movie. So there's a part where like mentally you kind of have to like take like a quick 2-minute like break from the movie and escape.
What is this Subway Surfers bullshit? I've never sat down in a 2-hour movie and gone, hold on, I need a break. Listen, man, I sat my ass in the chair for Dune and watched the whole thing. I didn't get up and pee or nothing.
So it's maybe 45 minutes later, and I'm like, you know, like this. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, it's a little cold. So I'm like, you know, trying to tuck my sweater in and stuff like that. I'm like, it's a little cold, don't you think? And he's like, oh yeah, I guess so. And I'm like, you motherfucker, you are not gonna make a move. So I fucking gave up at that point, and I just totally.
You know he didn't say anything. I guarantee you she just went, brr, brr, it's chilly in here. And he's like, not really. Who can't make it through a movie? People without their Ritalin pills.
Totally fangirled out on the movie. So we get out of the movie, and it's like 12:30, almost 1 in the morning. And walking out to our cars, we parked on two totally opposite sides of the thing. So we pretty much like parted ways at the exit of the movie theater. And I'm like, oh yeah, this was really fun. And he was like, yeah, it was so nice to see you. Gives me like a one like hand, like armed, like hug.
No. You know something happened. You know something happened during this date. He's giving like a bro hug right now, right? And then he's running to his car. Like she probably fucking annoyed him. And he's like, okay, I'll go on a second date, see how it goes. And then as you guys are sitting down for the movie, you already did something that set him off. And you're like, I'm going to be nice and sit through the movie. Maybe my mind will change, you know. But she's like, oh, well, this guy didn't pick up on hints, so it's his fault. But it kind of reads like it was her fault. Like she's leaving something out, right? Christian side hug. Homie wasn't feeling it. Oh, girl, he's not into you at all. Oh my god. IMO, you don't really go for the whole touchy thing until after the second or third date. I feel like it's a variable thing. Like it depends, really. Like sometimes you're just really feeling the person, and then other times you're like, I need to get to know them better, and then other times you're like, get me the fuck away.
You know, like where you do that little like fucking lazy ass hug where you're just like, you're like, he's a little limp noodle hug. So it gives me like the limp noodle hug, and just like fucking darts off in the opposite direction. And I'm like, you motherfucker, I sprayed expensive perfume for this date. We had the whole fucking theater to ourselves.
I sprayed expensive perfume for this date. Listen, we know that Blair's not cheap because she's a multi-BMW owning, landlord gun-toting individual. But if she don't sound like the cheapest ass bitch ever to be like, I wore expensive cologne. Nah, dog.
Me and hello, James Bond. And nothing. Didn't get a kiss. Didn't get a cuddle.
What the fuck? What are you girl? Oh my god. I didn't get a kiss, I didn't get a cuddle. I didn't get what I was entitled to. Chat. I did not get it. I did all the female dating strategy things they tell us about.
Didn't get a nada. I didn't get shit. So it wasn't like the worst like date in history that I've ever been on, but it was pretty up there because it was a good movie. And it was really because there was like this ideal setup, like the perfect setup for this. And just nothing happened. And I guess what's really frustrating is like beforehand, like for the past couple days before this date, we'd been kind of like, not like full on sexting, but like kind of discussing sexuality, sexual topics, things of that nature. And so I had like the feeling that we were kind of warming up to each other for something to actually happen. And when nothing happened, I was just really confused by it because I was like, I don't.
So you guys are having a sexual conversation and you feel entitled to get like extra dates. Maybe you guys were just both feeling some type of way. Like Mercury was in fucking, I don't know, retrograde, or Jupiter had moved into the position. And so you all were both horny as fuck. But like, it doesn't mean that that's going to be like a date in the future, or that you guys are going to fucking have kids together, lady. Like, if you made his noodle limp, you get the limp noodle hug based. I did all the female dating strategies. I showed the cleavage. I wore perfume and a wig. Sexting and sexuality are two different things. Yep, 100%. Omi treated her like the person to get to know, and she's mad, yeah.
I don't understand. So, yeah. But that is my kind of short story of a bad date I went on to a really good movie. If you guys see this video, Inspector's obviously still out. Go see it.
I feel like she just was like, she felt jilted from this date, right? She was like, oh, I've got this great guy, and he said no to me. Oh, he's not into me. How could he not be into me? I'm going to make a video about him. You know? Like she wanted to put him on blast, but she couldn't.
When it comes out on DVD, I'm going to buy it. And
man, this video is so old. She's talking about DVDs, guys. Holy shit.
if you like James Bond movies, you'll probably like this movie too, except for the ending, which I'm not going to spoil. But go see
Oh, look at this. Look at this. She paid attention to the movie because she wasn't busy sucking face with the guy. That's beautiful. It's almost like you got to enjoy a movie. Once again, some people don't like physical touch. Yep, 100%. It doesn't even sound like it was a bad date. I know. It just sounds like, I don't know. It sounded like it kind of ended pretty abruptly. Like maybe they should have gotten dinner afterwards, talk about it, you know. Like the thing about like a movie dinner date is that it gives you something to talk about at the dinner table, right? To have discussions about. That's the idea, right? Like that's why it's not just to sit there or have an excuse to make out in a dark room. Like you could do that anywhere. Bro probably was still a Redditor, so you might be onto something. But Blair did a real Karen move and parked her BMW in a reserve spot. Blair, I'm a sexy, dominant woman. Wait, why isn't he getting on his hands and knees and pleasing me? I wore perfume and a wig.
This movie, super interesting, and that is one of my bad date night stories. So hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I can like stop making bad date stories because I'm getting a lot of them. So maybe I'm the bad dater, but who knows. So anyways, that was my
She's so close to a breakthrough, guys. So close. You can practically see the neurons touch and almost make a connection to form a thought. But then they stop right before. And Blair's fucked. She can't realize that it's her, that she's the common denominator. Oh, man. I'm not going to lie. Blair looks like every Midwest cosplayer I know. Emphasis on the mid, honk honk. I'm so funny. I'm a fucking clown. Almost self-aware. She nearly had it. Oh my God, bro. And she's like right there. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. That's just it's just a Blairism. It was almost insightful. Yeah, she's in her like early 30s now. She's too old. She's too old in all of these videos to be acting how she's been acting. Okay? Period. All right. Oh, sorry. I have other videos in my files. Wow, you're so funny. Will you start a circus? Hell yeah, I'm the fucking clown. I got beef and broccoli and missed the old Illuminati. Naughty, you're missing out. You're missing out on all the funny ha-has from good old Blair. Diesel kind of sounds like my favorite Transformer swindle. What's that? There's like a bat character in some movie that people say I look like. Or not look like, act like, or sound like. Fuck, I can't fucking speak. I'm like stupid. Sorry, I have like brain fart. She's like 30 now. I've seen 40-year-olds who look younger than her in those vids. Yeah, she's unfortunately not aging gracefully, I think. I don't know. I think our opinions of Blair are judged differently because of just how she is, right? I feel like we're judging her kind of badly. Is it like Bardock or something? That character? Bartok? Hold on. Oh my God. Super chatted 20 buckaroos. Cyan Rose, thank you so much. You are amazing. I don't really think I'm amazing. I think I'm Mediocre at best, but you know, we make do. Blair's a "where's my hug" nice girl. Yeah, Blair gives off like femcel energy. She has clear femcel energy. When you're a good person, you look better physically too. Bartok from Anastasia. Yeah. I've been told I have his accent. Yes. Gorlock the Destroyer. Now you're just making shit up, bro. Do I got any more? I got waxing my boyfriend's balls, the biggest poop ever. I've got a lot of them. I basically cataloged everything. Most sane femcel. I'm gonna be right back, chat. I gotta piss again because I drink a lot of liquid. Okay, you know it's important to be filled with water. It's good for you. But I'll be right back. So yes. I banged my head on something when I was getting up. I also got some more water because I was thirsty. Chair stream. It's a really good stream by Hassan's chair. Everybody, shout out to Hassan's chair. Did you wash your hands? Yes. Okay, guys, I live, like, my desk is right here. Literally, you can't see it. My bathroom is literally right next to me. Like, literally right next to me. All these piss detectives in the chat, Jesus. So, listen, I can not wash my hands if I want. I'm home, okay? I almost got another Four Loko when I was out, but a bad flavor was all that was left, so I got Smirnoff Ice instead. You know, there was one time... Nah, go wash your hands again. Of course he washes his hands. It's not like Blair. One time I had like Four Loko is a knockout drink, guys. You got to be careful about Four Loko. Oof. Jesus Christ with the piss. Do a bathroom refill, then write it off on your taxes. To be honest. Damn, boy, you frying chicken in there. I'm going back to the bathroom. Fine. Here. You can hear me turn on the fan in the distance. Watch. I'll leave it unmuted, but I'm turning on the music again. I swear, man. Bro. And yes, Rennie does drink a Truly. I don't know why Stream Elements is only sending out the one message. I had like a bunch of other ones planned. It's very annoying how they just don't send any. Not a fan of that. It's kind of cringe. Chat bully streamer into washing hands. Yeah, you fucking hand washing Andes over here. But by the way, in the meantime, if you guys haven't joined our lovely community, there's a Discord server and you should come hang out. I pop in. I'm actually a pretty frequent chatter in there. But yeah, so definitely stop on by if you're not part of it. Is bro actually pissing or is it just water from him washing his hands? Positive bullying. Okay, so I've got one more Blair video here. Let's see. So this is less funny, more related to the drama, right? To get back to the tea, all right? We love bullying Diesel. Rennie, I could go to you too, okay? I drank Monster and Bang before, but not Four Loko. Four Loko is an alcoholic drink. It's famous for being the blackout drink. It used to have like caffeine and alcohol in it, but I think now it doesn't, right? But Four Loko, like I drank one Four Loko and then everything went black, so it's strong. And I don't drink often, right? They come in those big like Arizona cans, and I drank one, and everything went black. And then the next thing I remember, I was at some stranger's house, and I hit a bong, and it was like a humongous bong. And then I was in a parking lot of an Orthodox church, and I threw up in the parking lot, which is probably a sin. And then I got back to my dorm, and I sat down in my closet and fell asleep and threw up on myself again. And that was very bad. Four Loko got me through freshman year of college. But yeah, anyway, that was the only time I've had Four Loko because it just does. It's just like, and you just disappear into the ether. Janry, hi Diesel, hello. No, it doesn't. But back in the day when it came with both, it was insanity. Yeah. It was a watermelon flavor as well, but oh man, it was bad. That was also, okay, I've been around a while, so there's an old video of me on the internet being drunk, right? If you remember me from the Reddit days, because I used to do Reddit content, there's a video of Beazle out there where I'd crawl around on the floor, so that's how fucking drunk I was. Like, I literally gone. It was so bad. My favorite weed story was I hit a dab and I couldn't talk for a few hours. I was so high asking a gas station worker about this cookie. So while that happened, someone else robbed a store. Based. I want to try a Loco, but I'll die after the first one probs. Yeah, I mean, you're a lightweight, Rennie. We gotta... Maybe you can have like a taste at VidCon, but that's it. Definitely not a whole one. For like your brain. You'll like die. Maybe I should try that. I'm not encouraging you all to be alcoholics. All right, only drink if you're of legal age in your country. Thoughts on Monster Energy?
Thoughts on Monster Energy?
Monster isn't bad. Depends on the flavor. I drink the Boomer juice. That's the one I prefer. But these days, I try to stick to powdered energy drinks that I can mix with water myself. Right? I'm on them psych meds, so I don't do the drinky. I like the Boomer juice. I'm tired, but I want to stay in the stream. They did not ban Four Loko. But yeah, so I used to party a lot in college, and then I left. And now I basically just don't party. I rarely drink. Like, I get drunk off of like 2 shots these days because I just don't drink. And you build up a tolerance.
Hello there.
Oh, there's the next video. Boomer Juice is the white monster. Here, I'll pull up a white monster. The Monster Zero Ultra. There we go. That one. But these days, yeah, I try not to. Every time I hear about people going on alcohol or caffeine binges and blacking out, I'm reminded of why I've abstained from those things. Well, I have funny stories, too, about drinking, but, you know, some of those stories are for me to tell in private with friends, right? Welcome to getting old, Diesel IRL. Well, I just don't party anymore. That's the thing. I think I would be able to withstand it if I did drink, but where's that Mana Potion plug? I need the bean juice promo. By the way, make sure that you get Mana Potion coffee at manapotioncoffee.com. Use D10 at checkout for 10% off your order. It's fair trade and USDA organic, and the packaging is compostable. Anyway, so this is the famous video that Wonder talked about. The infamous Christmas video from Sad Milk. And I have a copy of it. Okay? A couple of things that I'd like to mention is that I teach editing. Right? This is something I do. I teach kids, teenagers, how to edit and make movies. Right? When we reviewed Wonder's video, I went, oh my god, this guy edits with Filmora. Needless to say, don't edit with Filmora. It's very bad, and it's hard to do the work, right? Thank you, Rennie. But thoughts on Bang Energy? Kind of sometimes tasty. It really doesn't hit me correctly, so... But yeah, so there's a lot. I will probably criticize this video as a professional, but I hope Wonder has moved to like DaVinci or something else, right? So we'll see if this video is worth the work, okay? Because I can edit very fast, right? I edit videos just very, very, very fast.
Thoughts on Bang Energy?
So Bang has good flavors. I'm glad it was bought out by Monster, I think, because the guy who owned it was fucking crazy. Shit, there's so much with Bang Energy. I just don't think it hits well. I have a lot of energy drinks, obviously, on top of the coffee, right? You can see them behind me. Let me turn the other way. Right? You can see all those containers behind me. There's like all that type of stuff. But yeah, Bang is kind of gross. It just doesn't sit with my stomach right. I've only had the unicorn one, and that's it. Okay, do you only stick to Adobe products? I know how to use DaVinci. I failed my Avid certification, which is what they use in HBO and a couple other film studios. But I mainly teach the Adobe suite because it's the most widely available to the most people, right? Avid, nobody uses Avid unless you work in like the film industry.
There, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very merry, magical Sad Milk episode where we make gingerbread houses.
Damien, did you just eat the gingerbread house?
I will say, not to like do comparison to Andy right now, but I'm about to. Be comparative Andy. Hold on, let me find this old video of mine. I gotta scroll through a lot of shit here. Hold on. I can search. So I used to be in a thing called Reddit Crew, right? We were a Reddit group, much like Sad Milk. We didn't have a group channel, though. That was a good decision. We would all make the videos on our own channel. But this this is so cursed. I'll go back and forth between them and us. And we were, who's Andy? It's just like a streamer term, okay? Like, oh, you're Chatter Andy, okay? Like, but I'm gonna compare Sad Milk to us, and you know, you'll see.
That's all we really gotta say about it. You make houses out of ginger. Hey, we are joined by our lovely friends, Oz Media, the Illuminati, and we
Oh, that's where the infamous Illuminati picture comes from, guys. It comes from this video. Okay. The more you know.
have the one, the only Damian Lee. Let's get in here.
Tell us about your setup.
Right, so if you know what, this is actually missing something.
She's gonna eat his whole foundation.
This is where my mailbox is gonna be.
Mine's broken. The chimney's literally smashed.
What you doing there, Oz?
I'm building Salem in the 1600s.
And I'm gonna attempt to build
Definitely go for it.
a row house.
How much icing do you
This video is so cursed now. Like, knowing what we know, like, this is just the worst.
need to make a foundation on one of these houses?
dude,
This is terrible. Oh my god.
What in dear God is that, Damien?
Yeah, so, these are the 4 foundations for our homes. What I'm doing here is making a path to the center here, which I don't know what's in there quite yet, but it's gonna be something magical, I can tell you that much.
So my icing kind of, Get a knife! Yo, that's something else. Can't keep my whip in my hand. Can't keep my Easy Bill Royal icing.
All right. So, I won't lie. This is boring me, right? So here's mine. Right?
Some fucking kid just came up to me in the fucking movie theater and said, "Hey, you want to come over to my house?" I said, "No, I don't want to come over to your fucking house." I mean, I don't understand.
And yes, in case you're this is the streamer Hoover. Yes, he is a streamer on Twitch. He does like just chatting quite a bit. But yeah, we were in a Reddit crew together.
Helen's out sick, and I'm supposed to be covering for her now. Some fucking kids just dragged me here to play a stupid fucking game.
So I should say that we swore a lot more than Sad Milk, which is base because swearing is cool.
To be tortured. Tortured!
Hi, I'm Belle Delphine. I heard this Instagram CEO is gonna be here to get me unblocked.
I am so sorry that I've just shown this to like 500 people, Henry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
Is that good? Is that good? Yeah, is that good?
This is Wild Spartans. Oh man. Shout out to when you were co-workers with Quackity. All right, hold on. We'll get to my.
Who are you? Why are you here? I punch things! That's it. That's all I know. I don't know.
What year did this come out? 2019.
Hello, and welcome to Dangerous
So I'm trying to hide my cock right now, by the way.
Candyland, which is part of the Dangerous related board games. This is Candyland. Wow,
Why are you watching this with your newborn? Why are you watching it? This is not a this is not a newborn friendly stream.
really warm. I can feel the heat radiating.
No, I'm not.
It's because I have fucking 3 layers on. We're gonna play traditional Candyland rules. Each tile is a new punishment.
Yeah, this was a really bad and dangerous ideas, right? But every tile has its own like thing, right? And we have like a paddle and tons of like crazy shit.
I want you to get away from me because it is uncomfortable. Anyway, youngest player goes first, much like Candyland. And unfortunately, Josh Peck is the youngest, so he's going to be pulling first. I don't want to go! What's a good space? What's a good space? What's a free space, Diesel?
A free space is the special spaces.
What? That's it?
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Everything else involves torture.
Peter, let's go! Let's go!
Luckily, Quackity was not here, but that would have made this video age very interestingly, okay? All right. Here's the Sad Milk one again.
There's a joke in there somewhere, and it will never be properly executed.
Probably the only one building a normal house. Are you doing a normal house?
Oh, yeah.
This thing doesn't come with very good instructions. I have like a good gingerbread, but then I also have this. That's your road work.
Oh, yeah. I really
like Sad Milk was our competition, and if you didn't know, the Reddit like crew group channels, right? So Sad Milk, Soot House, everyone hated each other, right? For like no reason. It was like really petty and stupid, right? I never had anything wrong with Sad Milk. We were like friends with some of the people from Sad Milk, right? But like they're like building these houses, but there's no like stakes, you know? At least with us it's like a game. Diesel giving a preview of his 1 mil account with that Saitama cosplay. Yeah, it's not like this video is bad, right? It's not a bad video. Did they only use camera microphones? Yeah.
Did you just eat the gingerbread house?
Seems like it.
Oh my god, Damien! I think I need scissors to cut the tip.
That's hopefully not what she said.
I listen, man, if this is like an 8-hour video that it took like 8 hours to edit this, I'm very surprised, personally. Wonder. I have thousands of hours in Premiere. So obviously it's like a different, like I like, again, guys, I edit professionally, but like it sucks that he spent so much time doing this, and then Blair's like trying to fuck him on it. Like, like it wasn't worth it. Like it really wasn't. Like the value of this, like they said it was hundreds of dollars in equipment, but it doesn't feel like it. You know what I mean? Was Elvis the alien part of Sad Milk? No. But Flinders was, I believe, and Flinders is a mutual of mine.
Icing!
No, that's what my doctor said too. In a bottle of yeah.
Follow these nuts, Damien.
No!
I didn't need to hear Blair give me an, oh yeah. I didn't need that. He was editing on a TI-86.
What'd you do, man? Correct. That's quite the thing you got going on there.
Yeah, I know. I'm called a genius.
By who?
How am I supposed to put these together? Oh, I don't got
It's
that.
like Legos, you know?
Oh, I put the icing on the wrong thing.
Foundation.
Twice.
I like your snap crackle pop, dude. Oh, I like how you're like getting it to stand up. That's
They must have had like a family friendly thing that they were doing, right? Oh, it would be. Blair demands the best of everything, but the mics were some surplus that fell off the back of a truck.
got a nice thing going for you, pal.
What the f are you making?
I'm making my own buffalo. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. You look confused, Blair.
In his defense, he edited a day, so he didn't have time to make more important editorial choices. I just think they should have trashed the video. I think they should have eaten the cost. Because the reasoning for the video being pushed out was that they needed a holiday video, and Blair didn't want to eat the cost of everything. Oh, is Damian Lee in the chat? Right, because Blair didn't want to eat the cost, and I get it. But then also in the other respects, there's been times where I've made a video and then I've had to eat the cost. You know, sometimes you just got to eat the cost. Like, there's a couple, maybe like $100, $200 here. Like, is Sad Milk really in that dire of straits as a business? What's with the Dutch angle? Yeah, it's a stylistic choice. You know, it really says a lot about Blair's mental state that it's at a Dutch angle.
I don't like the instructions, that's all.
So follow your own.
That's true.
That's what I'm doing. My house is beautiful. I would raise my kids in this house.
I thought you just said it's a brothel.
Did I stutter?
Hold on, you guys.
That video is my 13th reason. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Damien, I'm sorry. I am dogging on Sad Milk, but it's not like Reddit Crew was any better, right? Damien, so based. There's a limit to how based we can be in a day, Damien.
I'm having fun.
I'm having the worst time of my life.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I see I'm gonna need to make an incision.
Incision?
Yeah.
My God, Wonder.
What?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Ah, finally, my beautiful baby boy.
Look at him.
Christ.
So small.
Welcome to world. Do you want red icing or sprinkle? The fuck are these gumballs?
There we go, I've got one of my townhouses up.
Oh, you beautiful.
What the fuck?
Never seen such a
I'm
pretty
making a
house.
pool.
Never seen such a pretty house before. Who made you, Da Vinci?
Oh, Damien, you Da Vinci's, oh, bruh. Oh, man. Wonder, if you want editing help, Get in contact with me, Wonder. I will gladly train more YouTubers. I will gladly train people because bro, you should not have spent 8 hours on this. Like, you should have spent so long on this. You just shouldn't have. I will make sure that you're the fastest fucking gun in the West, brother. Oh, man.
Bro!
What?
No, it's Tamiki!
What do you think that piece of property you made right there is valued at a monthly?
Oh, man, the Dutch angle. I mean, we're calling it a Dutch angle. What happened is that the camera went like this, right? And it stayed that way for the whole recording. They didn't notice. I like the irony of Damien making a pseudo cul-de-sac. This is what we call foreshadowing. This is a Netflix series unfolding before our eyes.
No, I ask, hold on. Now, there we go.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Is that they all seem pretty friendly here, right? But this is like after the click stuff, you know? Like, like I just hope that everything, like, at least while they were there, was like a good time. Damien, tell Diesel to wash his hands. I wash my fucking hands.
You gonna hold together? You gonna be good for me? You gonna be a good house? Are you fucking like that?
Whoa, Jason, whoa.
Shh, stay up.
Wait, where's the greens?
I don't know why I'm whispering. I'm just like intimidating. Are you
scared?
Very beautiful. Yes, you're a very good house. Now let's get your roof all set up nice and fine.
I'm gonna literally.
You know what? That's okay. That's okay. I like that. That's
Oh,
all
man.
It's pretty nice. Earthquake happened. I don't know what happened. That's okay. We can rebuild. Great. There it is.
Listen, when I watched this video, right? Blair had no don't wash your hands, nobody would know. My entire chat knew. It was like they're fucking detectives. They're fucking bathroom detectives. That ain't a Dutch angle, it's a Russian angle, it's just wrong. But it's just, I would have trashed this. I feel like this is like, I get it. Sad Milk was like on its last legs at this time, but oh my god. Sorry, Damien, I have all your fucking cringe moments caught on video.
You guys know in middle school, Isaac Crafts, I was a C student.
Wow, that's moderate.
There it is. Look at that. That's beautiful. That's a fucking pathway.
Got some sick family bonding going on my side.
Family bondage? What?
Family bonding, ding.
The hell do you think
What is this? This like a brothel joke? There's a bondage joke? What's going on here? Huh? It should have been trashed. We got two very erotic jokes being labeled towards Wonder. What is that? Huh? What's going on? You guys got an inside joke about Wonder? What's he into? Damien, is your back okay? You carried the entire video. Gas him up, chat. Gas him up.
doing? No, you're supposed to be a house, not a fucking crumble. There you go. All right, that's a happy family.
I think I'm just gonna leave the Papa Pig here. Some one-on-one time with Veronica.
Tragic. This is Haiti.
That's my brothel.
Where's the roof?
There's a roof to an outdoor brothel.
When was it an outdoor brothel?
The second Veronica wanted it to be an outdoor brothel and I fucked up the house.
Damien's making an earthquake disaster.
This is all the blood.
Oh my god, what is this?
No wonder Blair went back and nuked this video out of existence. Okay, for sanity's sake. Dangerous Candyland, which has 100k views on it. Crazy.
Peanut!
Sorry,
Peanut!
it's loud.
You move yourself to Peanut. Dude, how far? Oh, yes! Okay. Yes!
You already saw that card, was I?
No, I didn't. Those are all FaceTime. I put the one I saw FaceTime.
We came up with this video after smoking a shit ton of weed. So there's that.
Purple is choose someone else's punishment.
Let's go! Yes! Yes! Ah!
You'll move to the next.
This is what happens on IRL on Twitch. Same amount of cringe. This is the same amount of cringe, but this is my cringe now.
And now
Just for the sake of
this is one
sanity.
the punishments laid out for us behind the curtain.
So we got a BB gun.
Sorry, Sans.
Double trouble!
Oh, and it was out of focus.
Fuck! Oh, that stings like a bitch!
How
The paddle was really bad, and we also had a shock collar, so I'm really glad nobody got hurt. TBH. Oh, of course, there's like a multiple. Hold on. So Henry got the paddle.
Hey Siri, what's your number?
Wait, do I go down the river?
Pick a number.
Wait, if I'm on blue, wait, do I go to the river?
Go to the next blue space because you got double blue.
Wait, it goes on. Oh.
What'd you pick?
51.
You guys didn't even sit down, and Diesel's there tempting fate with no dancer's belt. I don't even know what a dancer's belt is. Am I supposed to know what that is? The offer lady is supposed to be poison? No. Henry is Belle Delphine. He is literally being a trap right now. That is what's happening.
This is what you fucking get for messing with the Instagram community.
He's not too hard.
For so long.
I don't,
For so long!
Genuine, I don't
Shut your
want-
mouth!
I don't nerve damage, please. I'm being serious.
I didn't even do that hard. I didn't even do that hard.
And yeah, it does hurt. It hurt a lot. It hurt a shit ton. Nice to know that everybody like watched that part of the video a bunch of times. Yeah, where's your paddle, Sad Milk, huh? Where's your paddle? Where's your dog collar? We just built different, I'm sorry.
It's like a nice little island you got going.
What?
Well, what is this supposed to be?
So this is Haiti.
Oh, I see.
We have someone who is the captain now. Oh, they're coddling his dead body. Never mind. Let's make him the captain.
See, Damien was able to make such a terrible thing seem so colorful and joyous. Oh, very nice.
A dancer's belt is what you wear under suits like that. Spider-Man and Power Rangers cosplayers especially wear them so they don't accidentally show a half chub. That's a good thing. I wish I knew that earlier. That would have helped. I saw your video titled Blair being kicked from the leftist mafia. She was kicked for her tea. She was kicked for everything that's happened to her.
What is that supposed to be?
This is a FEMA camp that's starting to be set up.
I noticed a severe lack of
Oh my god, I just noticed the crumbled houses have help written on it. It's an actual scream for help. Damien was sending signals.
bears under the rubble.
No, take a look.
Oh my.
You notice I've bit off heads and legs to make it look like they're stuck under.
Yeah, I was gonna say it does remind me of a yaoi paddle.
This is your house.
No, it's his village.
This ain't a village.
Yeah, no, you have to look up from the inside. I'll give you a singular Peppa Pig. No, I'm not done yet. Because they're gonna be a gathering. And
Guys, you just made a mess. Sad Milk, you literally just made a 12-minute long mess. Okay, you recorded a mess. I was wise beyond my years.
a fire and his guest Miguel in the news.
It's gonna be a disaster. Over here, I have the beautiful brothel with real-to-life money that you can throw at the stripper.
I think I'm happy with mine.
Okay, I personally think I'm happy with mine.
Let's just go ahead and add a little more flavor.
That's a beautiful idea.
Sorry, did my thing just shit? This is my home.
Oh shit, it's brilliant.
I'll give you a nice red one to really represent the times of fire. It blends in with the little dude down.
Why do you know what a yaoi paddle is? Rennie, come on. I'm like an old weeb, okay? Of course I know what a yaoi paddle is.
Can I interest either of you in a limited edition of a pig? Oh, that is choice. And how goes your establishment?
I am attempting to build a staircase.
Oh, it's going well. I think you're all making beautiful homes and she'll all be very proud.
Are you my mom?
I'm just trying to be.
You're doing a great job, sweetie.
I'm just trying to be supportive. It's awkward. It's strange. What are you even doing? Is that snow? What's that supposed to be? Oh, I got some more Peppa Pigs to go around. They won't fit on the foundation. I thought Father Pig would.
Guys, you don't realize that Peppa Pig is the peak of comedy at this time, okay? The fucking Zoomers were dying laughing at the Peppa Pig right now, okay? The poop video would get more views than this. No, I ain't gonna lie, the poop video is better. Her talking about her fecal incident is much more funny. To be honest, I think I'd be more just surprised if he didn't know what that was. Yeah. Was the pig edible? No, that's a plastic pig. I mean, you could eat it. Technically, anything is edible. But I wouldn't eat it. It might cause a fecal incident.
Nice time.
It's hard to do staircases.
What do the staircases look like?
Like that, kinda?
Ew.
Yeah.
That's like the house that little Tim lived in. Damien, I have the perfect one for you.
Oh yeah?
It's medical.
Damien was just minding his own business. I bet you he was scrolling through Twitter there, right? Maybe he was texting someone, but he was somewhere else. You see that? He was somewhere else right there. Look at that. That man is like, I really wish I was somewhere else right now. All right, that's what's going on.
I have the perfect one for you.
Oh yeah?
It's medical Peppa.
Well, see, now I decided that this world leader Peppa decided that because her people didn't obey her, that she laid down the law. I think this will be white sheep Peppa.
This video would have been 1,000 times better if the direction was further than build a house. We did Minecraft day one Let's Play without the gaming. I was 100% on Twitter. Oh my god. I came here to have a good time and scat keeps coming up because a Belair wouldn't just flush it. Listen, guys. She's the one who had the fecal incident, all right? Not me. She did this. She started this problem.
Who was there holding hands.
Would you prefer a postman Peppa?
Oh, I'll take a postman, Papa.
There you go. We also have
Wonder's got the cloud goggles. He's cloud goggled up right now, all right? He understands the tone of this video. But you're right, Blair is taking this rather seriously. Look at her. That's her dream house that she's building right there.
a nice firefighter. Anyone who's looking to spicing things up a bit. How's your thing involves fire, right?
I guess actually.
Fire.
So you might.
But seriously, I heard Blair got kicked out of the leftist mafia. What did I miss? She got kicked out for everything that happened with Sad Milk. They had to get caught up on it. But yeah, they're late to the party. I have a prior stream about it. The VOD's up already. The fecal incident sounds so clinical. Well, she says she did a big old poo-poo with her baby arm. Boo-boo, poo-poo, poop incident. It was disgusting. It's further back in the stream.
Fireman on set. Sweet.
Oh no, my green trip. Now looks like someone TP'd the house.
Right on.
Give me a Peppa.
Which one do you want, the kid?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. I didn't want to make an awkward father-son bonding time at the brothel.
That's Blair's housing development. That's a good one.
So you want to care for some nickels?
No. Actually, I'll take one.
There you go.
For that.
Oh, okay.
This is the rich house.
Hey, you can tell from the single shiny nickel they keep on top. We can make a nice ring around them.
I did some grass, but it kind of looks like the Grinch got slaughtered too.
Oh my, that's something.
I feel like I'm failing art class all over again.
Keep it up, champ.
Oh.
You don't ever want to be called champ.
Did you put a cop Peppa in front of her house? Well, of course, while we're at it, in my opinion, this is a joke. I can't believe it. Blair's a NIMBY? Of course she would. Literally, none of them care what she's doing, and it shows. It's crazy that we're seeing her landlord aspirations really flourish in this video with the house she built. Damien, careful, you don't want her to send you a strongly worded letter.
That's so degrading.
No.
It's like you'll make tryouts next season, champ. Like, no, I won't.
I'm pretty happy with mine. I think I made a pretty accurate representation of capitalism.
I think it's a beautiful piece that's open to interpretation.
What do you think?
Go vote.
Looks like you gave up on Stardew Valley.
Looks like he made something better.
More like Star Who Valley, am I right?
Oh my god, the energy in this video is so bad. Oh man. Just, I get it, Damien. I get it. I've been there. Gated community with the HOA. Yeah.
I'm gonna drink all these fucking sprinkles.
No!
I want out of here.
No, I'm actually surprised that yours actually, it has this Whoville-esque.
That's the whole point, is it's Whoville doing Salem witch trials.
Oh, I just thought you were going for Salem witch trials.
I mean, yeah, but it's a gingerbread house and it's a Whoville by default. The gamer gallows is almost finished.
So walk me through what you're making here.
I am making the Salem witch trials, but with like kind of a Whoville feel.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what this video needed? It needed like a challenge or like some kind of punishment. Like it needs stakes, you know? There needs to be something to root for against all of this, right? I feel like a friend is forcing me to watch their awkward home videos. Yes, that's what this one feels like. Honestly, I would just be there eating the candy. For real. Some of them candies, those are the base candies. Doggy. I can see why the milk was sad. Oh man. It did. We needed a council to judge each house. Yeah, there needs to be like stakes and like worst house gets destroyed or something. I don't know, like just anything to like spice it up, you know. Everyone else is getting creative. Blair just made houses with 3 parts. Yep.
One here has been brutally bopped with a...
That would be the red fellow, right?
Yeah, they have had a gumdrop dropped from them at high velocity, so they're dead. And now I need to do a very important kind of thing to...
I know this is a billion times someone said it, but this is the video Wonder ruined his life over. Yes, it is. It is that video. Yeah, when Wonder was describing it in this video, I thought it was going to be a contest. He's got some Discord notifications.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god. So we have the nice townhouse with mailman Peppa Pig. Would you like to elaborate on what you've made for the price today?
Oh man, Illuminati. Girl.
Too happy about it.
Tell us what this is about!
Whoa.
I tried to make a pretty house, but unfortunately the red house looks like it's on its period right now, and it's red.
Hey, some people are into that. You never know.
But it's supposed.
Excuse me? My brother what? My brother what? My brother. There are demons that walk amongst us, chat. There are demons out there. I can't imagine missing Christmas to edit this. Yeah. And yeah, Blair's house is so boring. She didn't get creative at all with it. She just built. You know, it's very like, this is a house and I have built it.
Supposed to be a pretty townhouse. This one doesn't have steps anymore, so it's now a balcony. Here's some grass. Okay, wow. There's Peppa Pig vibing. I just tried to make them look pretty, but I look at everyone else's work, you know.
So,
and
any free bleeders in the chat are resonating the period out. Oh man, she could have done a fun joke about brownstones. Well, chat, we know that Blair is very familiar with brownstones. Am I right? Look at how easy that was, Blair. I just did a joke.
Will you not confess to the murder of the Grinch?
What?
The murder of the Grinch. We can see his corpse down here. Will you or will you not confess to the murder of the Grinch?
Wait, do you mean like these little leaves?
Wow.
What's with the money on the house?
It's to
It was
show
just
that
crooked.
rich people live there, and then
Yeah,
these are
that's
the
the rich
poor
house.
people.
Got
Yeah,
it.
these are the poor people and their gumdrop buttons. I tried to make it. Oh fuck!
You killed him.
I tried to make the stair. No! Oh no! It's fine. It's fine.
Peppa
okay.
Pig is dead.
It's okay. Look, it's beautiful.
Is it though?
More like brown logs. No, that's when they do the sequel with the Lincoln logs, okay?
Alright, and what's your name?
My name's Fox McCloud of the Lilac System, and this is my gingerbread brothel. So as you can see, we got the stands because she couldn't stand because she drinks a lot. It's what gets her through the night. We got Peppa Pig's father taking a nice break, and he's tossing us some nice $30 bills. That there, I thought it really captured the idea. Oh yeah, she's also crying a lot because she wanted to be a lawyer, and this is how her life kind of ended up. Kind of fucked world we live in, but you know, y'all know how I be. Make it rain.
Well, that was very dark, Fox McCloud, if that is your name. All right, David, you better represent here, all right?
All right, so Damien, tell me about your
About my little creation here?
Yeah.
It's a village over.
Oh, brother, help. Look at that. Look at that. Help. Why is money part of the house? Money's at the center of it, right? Because, you know, at the end of the day, this is about money. Blair said to the clique that he should have learned from the pandemic to be a better person. So why is Blair the only one not wearing a mask?
Grief because of these two right here. Warlord Peppa Pig and her medic to make sure that she is pumped full of steroids at all times. As you can see, the Gingerbread village displeased Peppa, and so she brought down the wrath of God on their humble village.
I thought those were
Homes
real
destroyed and
nickels.
tattered.
They're
Bodies
not.
broken. They wrote, hell, that's blood. That's Gummy Bear blood. That's.
This is fine.
And you see, there's a fence of nickels to represent the capitalistic greed of Peppa Pig.
All right, so
Kind of saying a lot about society there, Damien. I think I really channeled that energy into the build. I applied to be the third property brother after this.
Mr. Media, would you elaborate to us on what you have made? I noticed.
The best part is that anyone who knows Blair, she's probably watching this chat on an alt fuming. Yeah, bitch, you try and sue me. Go fucking take me to court. I'm gonna make so much content off of that, you dumb piece of shit. That's just my opinion, really. I just think you're a dumb piece of shit. But it's just how I feel at the end of the day, alright? But fucking cope and see.
Fancy gallows.
This is my village. There are many like it, but this one is mine. You
Don't sound too enthused about
come
it.
closer. You can see the many village people waiting around as the local Carrie with the blood stained overhead because there was a gumdrop down here. Actually, building rubble, which landed on her. Later, Peppa Pig, the leader of the revolution, is going to take her and put her in the gallows.
Wow.
And hang her for her crimes. Crimes being things like...
Can you attempt to give us a...
Anything I have said on here is not only alleged, but it is alleged. Damien's covering his ass. That's what he's doing.
little demonstration as to what Peppa Pig might do to such individual?
Well,
I think it says a lot that the other houses are dark, and yeah.
Is currently glued in their seat.
That's okay.
With icing.
You just take her off?
Yeah. So what Peppa Pig's gonna do is they're gonna go and they're gonna stand up. Okay, and they're gonna grab said individual.
Wow.
And they're going to shove their head into the gallows and basically reverse birth them.
This is very dark. Is everybody at Sad Milk okay? I know the answer is no, but yeah, a little dark here.
Oh my god, it's actually holding.
Wow. Well, I'm actually kind of impressed. Okay, you made a full, efficient noose. I think that's more than most of us can say. Proceeds to... Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
There we go. Oh, man. And that was the video that Wonder hauled ass to edit, by the way, guys. All right, that was the infamous Christmas video from Sad Milk that you just experienced. All right. Wow, this entire video is a cry for help. Honestly, I like the explanation of everyone else's house. It's making me laugh a little. Yeah. Mid. The thing is, like, we were trying to make something with what we were given, making a sandwich out of crumbs. Yeah, there needed to be something more. I know we're both in agreement on that, right? But yeah, you can look at it with hindsight, something we didn't have before, right? Like, we kind of got, there's nothing much going on there. There's got to be a little more. At least all of you guys, like, made your houses creatively, right? But Blair was just like, house. That's boring. Like, mix it up a little bit. You know, be a little unhinged. Get a little bit of funky, kooky, crazy. She flew people to Colorado to make that video. I know. That's a waste. That's a humongous expense. But them's the breaks. Oh man. Shout out to Doobie Schmertz, guys. Can we get a shout out to Doobie Schmertz? Can I get some 07s for Doobie Schmertz? Blair built a corporate gingerbread house. Yeah, she did. There's a reason why it's called Sad Milk. I feel bad for them. I do. But if you haven't subscribed to the channel while we're here, make sure to subscribe to Diesel IRL for more streams. I cover drama here, so do that. It's very based. We have a good time. I've been streaming. How long have we been going? We've been going a very long time. Let's see how long we've been going. Fucking an insane amount of time. Insane amount of time. Holy shit. God. Look at all these 07s for Doobie Schmertz. Doobie Schmertz is my favorite real person. Shout out to Doobie Schmertz, the homie. Blair was the only one who took the video seriously. Then again, the others were using it as an opportunity to make cries for help, for real. Ruined the whole state for me. I've never been back. I do not recognize Colorado as part of the union. Oh my god. There was a time period when a lot of YouTubers were moving to Colorado. Now they're all moving to Texas because, you know, it's the same thing, but that's how it be. But yeah, shout out to Blair. Your career will not be missed, and neither will you, but good job on trying to fucking screw everyone over. Didn't work. Still isn't gonna work. I am certain that Wonder will be okay. Anyway, I am closing up here, so follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter. All of those places at FPS Diesel, except for here. You can find them linked down below if you're watching the VOD. But, oh yeah, I can't forget Sad Rompus as well. But thank you all for coming out here today. I have nowhere to send you. Usually I do somebody else's streaming usually, but I don't. Thank you all for coming out. I really enjoyed it. If you're not part of the community, I've dropped the link a couple times. I'll drop it one more time. The best way to stay up on everything is to join the Discord. And I'll be in the Discord from time to time. So, you know, if you ever wanted to, for some reason, speak to me, you can do it in the general chat, I guess, if you're like that bored of me. I don't know. But yeah, no, for real, this stream was incredible. Thank you all for coming out. I really do appreciate it. Oh yeah, and shout out to Mana Potion Coffee at manapotioncoffee.com. But yes, goodbye, good night, and sleep well, gamers.